What is up, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It is July 13th, and don't mind my hair. I am just one big hot mess today. There is so much lower vibrational energy surrounding us right now, just out there in the world, just out there pushing on us sensitives. And it's stressful, you know, especially for someone who is working in this field and in this community. July is and is going to continue to be killer, but don't worry, because the Lionsgate portal on August 8th should clear everything up, and I will help you guys understand that a little bit more. I just looked over and saw Big Willie Bits. Big Willie in the house! What is up? It's so good to see you. My Aunt Cindy's here. Let's go up and greet everybody. Nightmare, Blue Heron, my fellow Jersey girl, who I had the absolute pleasure of meeting in person this past weekend. We did lunch, and it was amazing. Felt like I'd known her, like I have known her forever. It was really cool. It was this kind of, it was a little surreal, because you talk to someone on the computer and you feel like you know them so well, and then you meet face to face and you expect it to be awkward, and there was none of that. It was actually really awesome. Space Cow, Judy Wheeler, Ralph and Cassie Francis. Yes, Ralph says, oh yes, my absolute favorite time of the week is finally here. Now I'm happy. I'm so glad I could be here for you guys. Judy Wheeler. Lotus Girl, yes, in and out, popping in while moving a homeless single mom into her first apartment. I'll be in and out. I'm going to read for you first, just so you can skip to the beginning. Nightmare, what is up? Mac Taylor, nice to see you. Ann Palmer. Gray Wolf, how was your birthday yesterday? So I have a week full of birthdays. Today is RJ's 4th birthday. If you're on my Facebook, you will know that he turned 4 today at 5:01 a.m. But we had his birthday party this past Sunday at my mom's. It was really awesome. Miss Lindsay, Miss Gray Wolf there, was yesterday, the 12th. And then Ray, RJ's dad, is tomorrow. And then my mom is Monday. So week of birthdays. Brown Dwarf, what's up? Pam Cakes, Big Willie Bits, what is up? Nick Y, Anson, Paranormal Pixie, what's up, Lara? Oh, thank you, Aunt Cindy, getting the super stickers started. Nick, have a nice time at work. Reach out. I'd love to see what is up with you. Aunt Cindy, thanks a lot. That brings me to the usual kind of report that I give you guys every week. I work on donation only. My YouTube ad revenue is usually about $30 a month, and they don't even pay you unless you reach 100. So anything you donate through super chat, super sticker, or super thanks, still don't know what that is. Okay. We'll go to my end of the month pay. We get paid once a month, or you can donate to my PayPal or Cash App, and that I will get immediately. Enzo, the wizard. What is this? It's like a big reunion. It's so cool to see you guys. Enzo, I was just mentioning you, I think it was last week. I was like, I wonder if they're just not talking to me anymore. I don't know. Jeanette Sanchez. Oh, there you are. Jeanette Sanchez, hi. I messaged you back last night, but I'm not sure if you got it. I was like half asleep when I sent the message. Vixen Doe. I know that I'm missing some people. I do apologize. Like I said, guys, it's such weird energy. I had to wear my Seal of the 7 Archangels necklace that I got as a gift from Mike Roberts. I had to wear that. I've got my dragon pendant on from Dragon. Oh, Mike, thank you so much. You guys are giving me a good start here. I really do appreciate you all. You guys know Melissa Nicole. What is up, girl? One of these 7 archangels that is involved with the seal is actually Lucifer. But it's the light version of Lucifer. So I have on a lot of extra protection, a lot of extra guards up, because like I said, the energy is just really gross. And one more thing before I bring in, who you're really here to see, Mr. Ghostdragonzw. Yeah, Jeanette, check again, because I sent it, but again, I was half asleep, and sometimes I send the text and then because I just have a habit of deleting messages because I don't like having messages in my thing. I might have deleted it before it fully sent, which I do that sometimes too. Absent from YouTube a lot. Yeah, I'm getting that a lot from a lot of people. I've been absent because of things, but yeah. So even the decks that I was kind of forced to pull out tonight, like ET Experiencer, Pleiades, Lightworker, things like that, Seasons of the Witch, ones that I don't usually use, but I had to bring them out tonight. So we'll see how it goes and we'll see what comes up. But a lot of stagnant, stale energy. My manifestation sprays do help with that, guys. I'm just saying. I'm working on spell jars. And next week, I will be paying a professional to do my website. So I will finally have a store, and you guys don't have to go through Etsy and pay like $1 bajillion for merch. All right, let's bring him in, the man of the hour. There he is.
Why did you say that?
Because I know it embarrasses you.
It does. It does. Hello, everybody. I want to say hi. Hi. I'm going to be kind of silent tonight, so I'm going to let her do her thing. It's a weird week. It's been weird. Very weird. A lot of weird crap going on for me. Hello, Johnny.
Welcome. It's just this, it's oppressive. It's oppressive energy. And
weird.
If you work with crystals, you do meditations, even yoga, like you can easily get through it, but that's not the case this time. And that's why Dragons and I were talking beforehand that like something big is coming, guys. And I couldn't tell you what it is. So I got my one issue of Paranormal Press magazine. It did go on sale this month, and it's the 5th issue. They did an amazing job, except for one little thing. Well, one big thing, really, they got my name wrong. Check it out. Mrs. Gemma Jade. Because I always go by Mrs. It's Miss, M-I-S-S. So I emailed them. Yeah, I emailed them. I'm not too happy about that. But it is a really great article. It's my Demon Claire encounter. There's more pictures in there. So if you guys want to check that out, I think it's available online. I thought it was a free press magazine. I didn't know they charged $15 for the magazine. $15 and
$15.
Yeah, Mrs. And it's not that it matters. Like, I'm married, like that's cool, but my professional name is Miss Gemma Jade, M-I-S-S, and they really should have run that by me before they went to print. So Paranormal Press magazine, I love you guys. It took like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I wrote that article in September. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. A lot of months. Okay. A lot of months it took for it to come out. He did have some kind of accident. I don't know. I don't want to say publicly I'm not happy with the experience, but it could have been better. The final product is amazing, aside from the misses. All right. So let's get to what you guys came here for. And let's get the reading started. I'm going to read for Lotus Girl first because she is helping to finally move that single mom into an apartment, the homeless single mom that we've all been praying for.
It's raining. Yay. It's pouring. Sorry. We need it.
Okay. So I'm going to go with the Ancestor Spirit Oracle cards for Miss Lotus Girl, and then we'll get right to the list. Yes, Big Willie Bits says don't forget to smash that like button and ring that bell. If any of you guys plan on leaving anytime soon, let us know so you can get a reading before you go. Lotus Girl,
please let me know.
Welcome. I wonder where Taiwaz is. I was thinking of her because she mentioned, yes, Aunt Cindy, you may have one tonight. Just put my aunt, in. I was thinking of Taiwaz because she mentioned Moldavite the last time she was in stream. And it was like 2 months ago, I think, or like at least 8 weeks or 6 weeks. And I didn't know what that was really. And then I looked it up and I wanted a piece and it's super expensive. So I wasn't really able to get it. But Lotus Girl and I found a reasonably priced pendant, which she did get for me. She sends me a crystal a month in payment for readings. So, yeah, Big Willie, I miss that smooth voice. Is there an elderly man with apnea? Miss does sound more mysterious. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know why they would go to print with that. Nowhere, ever, anywhere. Even like on the Instagram photos, I do have like, I know on Instagram, I miss Gemma Jade. Even Twitter, which I haven't touched in over a year, like there is nowhere that says Mrs. Gemma Jade. And I just want to see what their explanation for it is. Coming home next week, hoping to see RJ soon. Yes, I spoke to Nikki today, so. Big Willie smash. All right, Miss Lotus girl, let's do this. Be thankful, gratitude, appreciation, and harmony. In this busy world, it can be hard to remember to appreciate the positives. This card is a reminder of how important it is to appreciate your loved ones, both past and present. Even though these are difficult times, try to be grateful for the lessons the challenges have taught you. Wisdom can come from hardship. The tough times have made you the resourceful and resilient person you are today. Appreciate the food, shelter, clothing, water, and clean air you have access to every day. Connect with your family, friends, and loved ones. Love them for who they are. Do something you enjoy and be grateful for the pleasure it brings into your life. Also, remember to say thank you to the universe and your spirit guides for all their help. I know you're going through a lot of troubles, a lot of physical hardship, a lot of hardships dealing with work, Lotus Girl. So what this card I think is saying for you for this week is to just kind of maybe take a little bit of time to sit back and commune with your guides, thank them, talk to the universe, thank it for the challenges. I know a lot of times, like when I'm praying, I will not only thank God for the things that he's given me, but for the things that he's taken away as well. And I think that that's something we should also remember to thank the universe for. And I know you're very grateful, and I know you're very thankful, and you're a very spiritual person. Just from what I know personally about you, you're one of my closest friends on here. But maybe just do it a little bit extra this week, because this is the universe saying to you that maybe it doesn't feel as though you're seeing the lessons in the hardship because you're so caught up in the moment, like we all get. So maybe stop, look, listen, and think of solution-based answers, right? Don't focus so much on the problem as the solution, and then try to find a little bit of time extra to thank the universe for the hard lessons.
Okay, Nightmare is actually next. Do you want one, Nightmare? If not, go ahead and do blue. Hair on.
All right, Big Willie Bits, thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. I missed you. Hit me up anytime. Davy Jones Locker.
Hey, Davy.
Stevie, you are definitely not too late. It's only 7:34 here. We started a little bit early. As long as you have your name on by 10:30, we're good. We're good to go. We only end early. Like sometimes I'll be super drained by the end of it, or people just aren't coming in.
Okay. Well, we'll wait on Nightmare and go ahead and do blue.
All right. Lotus Girl says, where did it go? It says, will do, honey. It's been a difficult time moving this girl. Everyone has been so irritated. Yeah, you know, and that's the energy right now. That's the energy that I was talking about, this oppressive kind of like just nothing you do like works or is right. And everyone's so, myself included, just so miserable and irritable for like no good reason. And we really have to fight that negativity and fight that energy, not only with other people, which is like normally most of us are good within ourselves, most of us, most of the time. And we're constantly fighting that battle with other people. But lately it's been inside of us as well. And I feel like that is one of the main challenges of the month of July. All right, Miss Blue Girl. I am going to use the Quantum Oracle. Yeah, pop off on your boss. We don't want to do that. But I know it's been really hard because normally people who are pretty calm and hello, Miss Madison, and fairly sensible have been completely out of their minds and full of rage. It's, you know, it's just, I can't give you any other explanation besides it's the energy, and we really have to work through it. These are trying times, but I do feel like the universe, as always, is going to reward us for our perseverance if we should be able to get through it. It's going to break some of us. I hope not anyone in here, but I mean, that's the point of it, right? Survival of the fittest is a real thing. All right, in the events, you got card number 5, and it is the card of travel. 143. And you got it upright. A suitcase stands outside a beautiful door bordered by flowers, indicating there's some travel forecasted for you. This could portend anything from a short driving trip to an extended vacation. However, it manifests a positive experience is at hand. There's also a possibility of a relocation for you at this time. You may be buying a new house in an area or moving to another city entirely. There could also be a move where your work is concerned, such as transferring of offices or going to a new job entirely. If this card is near transformation, which it's not, expect significant interchanges. This is a perfect time to make the energetic intention to move into a more joyous and optimistic mindset. Let yourself travel through each day with happiness. Even if you can't get out of town, you can always take a vacation from negativity. And that's one of the first things that hit me. If you're not actually going on vacation, I get a little bit, there might be something unexpected that comes in, like you may get the opportunity to like go down the shore for the day or something like that. But I'm getting this as like the universe urging you to take a vacation from your problems, to take a stress-free day. You know, when it gets too peoply, don't wait for it to get too peoply. Just take that break. Spend time indoors doing things that you like indoors or on your own property, you know, outside in your backyard or running around with your dog, or try to take a vacation, like I said, from all of the negativity and all of the problems and the stress of life before it becomes like you're about to explode. So you have to take that time for yourself. Schedule it in, do it this week. And then by Sunday, you should be on a whole new plane, a whole new level.
Okay. Ready?
Space Cow?
Yeah. But I think they left. They usually come in and leave a like and leave. So
Yeah.
Go ahead and do Judy. And if they come back in, I got them on the list.
Miss Judy. Lantern Oracle. I thought that last night was the full moon.
Not yet, but it was bright.
And I got a lot of flack for that. I had my dates confused, and I told a few people to put their crystals out. It was an honest mistake. I just had a lot going on. I was trying to remind people. I wasn't, trying to spread misinformation. And it's not that I don't know what I'm talking about. I just made a simple error because RJ's birthday, he was born on Friday the 13th. And for some reason, I had him connected with the full moon this year. So tonight is the full moon. Thank you guys for reminding me.
Mr. Looks a lot.
Mr. Lurks a lot. I want to call you Sir Lurks a lot. I don't know why that always sounds better in my head. Sir Lurks a lot. Maybe because Sir Mix a lot. I don't know what's going on in my mind. Assistance with access, Judy. Card number 10. It is necessary to ask for and accept help in order to receive it. Makes sense, but not always the easiest thing to do. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, within the full moon window. That's what I figured until I started seeing everyone on YouTube under my post. I was like, really, guys? Like, it's not that, we have like a 3-day period there. All right, Judy, maidenhood is a time of limited autonomy. It is the budding stage of underdeveloped mental, physical, and emotional capacities. It is also a period in which there is the least distortion clouding our connection to spirit self. Conversely, the older we get, the more autonomy we have and the more estranged we are, most of us at least, from our spirit selves. Give me one sec. I need that little armrest I make out of a stack of decks here. No office yet. Throughout life, we require the assistance of other circumstances in the whole world in order to grow. Whether or not we like it, acknowledge it, or accept it, a time will come when we cannot ignore that we can neither do everything alone nor have everything done for us. We must learn the middle way of active and receptive living with and amongst others and the world. Hey, Aunt Edna. The maiden holds a key that illuminates her surroundings. She is pointing the key toward her chest where she believes the lock to be. However, her conscious attention and desire are not enough to find the keyhole and unlock her way into all that's within. The maiden requires assistance to discover the full spectrum of who she is. This is the same for every one of us. Like the maiden, we all hold the key to ourselves and simultaneously remain in need of an interdependent relationship with other people, places, and situations to assist us in accessing the full terrain of our spirit self. The maiden supports you through a time of asking for help and accepting it from those who are genuinely of pure source, love, and light. May you allow yourself the time to seek out those knowledgeable and willing to assist you in learning how to access and embody your full power and purpose. Throughout your journey of self-discovery, remember to practice discernment and trust your intuition on whether someone, a situation, a thing, or a place is safe and right for you now. Always receive with gratitude and love that which wholeheartedly and transparently is given. Maiden's message: attention is your key to everywhere and everything. Spirit self is accessed through the experience of being in harmonious communion with the world, situations, and others. Your external reality is both the reflection of and the aperture into your inner portal. To know who you are is to experience yourself in relation to what it seems you are not. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. Dr. Lurkenstein, I love it. Christina Bell, welcome. So what this is basically saying is you're basically coming into a time, like we all are, like I've been talking about, and I guess that's going to be one of the themes, where we really need to rely on each other in this community and those who are in this spiritual community in real life as well. I say real life meaning not in this group on the internet. The most important message I got here for you, Judy, this week is for you to use discernment, okay? Because I feel like you could end up, or you are in now, a vulnerable spot. You could end up there this week, and there are going to be people who are going to try to take advantage of you. And it doesn't necessarily have to be sleepers, like these non-spiritual people who aren't a part yet of the consciousness shift. This is just in your general everyday life of, like, you know, you need to borrow an egg to bake a cake. So do you go to your creepy bachelor upstairs neighbor, or do you go to the little old lady next door who has you over for tea, right? Like using your discernment on who you ask for help and with what. All right. You don't want to go to the little old lady if you need help learning how to defend yourself. Do you know what I mean? Picking and choosing who's going to help you and what they're able to help you with. And your gut should be right on point this week, if it's not always, right? A lot of us, we have that intuition. So our energy just doesn't sit well or sit right around a lot of people. And we know that's not because there's anything wrong with them. Technically, it just means that we don't necessarily need to be associating or associated with them. You're on mute.
Yeah, I know, doofus. Ralph.
Oh, Ralph. Ralph, I'm going to use the Pleiadian Oracle. These otherworldly, I want to say extraterrestrial, otherworldly, very spiritual decks, really, I was like forced into pulling them out tonight. I don't usually, because a lot of us don't have that extraterrestrial connection, but they were coming out tonight. The Lightworker, the Pleiadian, the ET Experiencer, and one more. I did not pull out Mystic Martian though, but all right. Ralph.
Just noticed one side of my face is swollen.
Can't even tell. You guys are so welcome. Intuition is so high. Yeah. And I honestly, the sleepers, those who are not, like I said, a part of the spiritual awakening, are really doing some damage on the collective, which is why the energy is so lower vibrational. Yeah. And then we were talking about that in the beginning. Blue Heron, he is, isn't he? Hilton Whitwood, interesting as in it worked for you? Fifth dimensional access. I was just saying shifting from third to fifth dimension. So that's card number 17. Ralph, there is often a dialogue within your star circles on Earth of a place that humanity is trying to enter called the fifth dimension. Although there is much discussion on Earth about the reality, we find there are many misconceptions that we, the Pleiadians, seek to clarify. First, We must say that the fifth dimension is not simply a place that the human jumps into as a secondary planet of peace. Sorry. Rather, dimensions are a mode of experiencing reality that is beyond time and space, that is found through the experience of the individual. This fifth dimensional way of operating is not a timeline jump, but a shifting of one's internal perception to access a field of unified consciousness where the illusion of being separate ceases to exist. This non-dualistic state of being is where many of your ascended masters, lamas, and medicine people have entered before on your earth. Here in the fifth level, all parts of the whole are seen and felt as one. Your empaths on Earth are a direct example of these dimensional bridges being encoded into humanity. Why can't I read this? Arriving as sensitive souls with the ability to feel energy beyond the constructs of walls, homes, or physical touch, these empaths are revealing how our universe is truly interwoven through the field of energy from a direct experience level. The glimpse of the empath is a fragment of the fifth dimension that the hues are all soon to enter when chosen. Hues being human, according to this deck. To then enter into the fifth dimension consciousness is to reside in a place of non-judgment that connects all spectrums of creation as a whole. Here in the fifth dimension, one does not see male or female, dark or light, situations as good or bad, or even myself and you. Rather, there is an overall cosmic understanding of unity that brings forth wisdom into everything one experiences. When the fifth dimensional access card arrives, it is indicating to cease all judgments and negativity in order to enter into a fifth dimensional state of consciousness. Your soul is wise and wants to play a more integrated game. Seek the greater wisdom of unification and ground it into your daily life. You open the dimensions. Additional meanings: don't play games, seek beyond, elevated awareness, unified consciousness, neutral mind, enlightenment, and full awakening. So, Ralph, I'm getting a lot here. Mainly, I'm getting for you not to judge. And I know personally that you're not a judgmental person. Most of us in here, are not. But there may be something that comes up this week where it's going to take a lot from you not to judge this person or this action, possibly reaction. Now, as far as going into the fifth dimensional consciousness, something is trying to stop me from getting this message through. I'm sorry, because I'm getting all discombobulated and tongue-tied, and that almost never happens. So let's take it slow. In order to enter this type of consciousness, I think what this is saying, what this message is to really try to expect the same of yourself that you do of others. And my Wi-Fi is messing up now. That may be a hard thing for you to do this week. You may be putting too many demands on people, or alternatively, there may be too many demands being put on you, and you may get the feeling of lashing out. And this is exactly what the enemy wants us to do. This week, I want you to try to meditate more, if at all possible. I know you're super busy, single dad of 3 kids and everything that you've gone through. If you can't meditate, at least stop and think before you speak, because I feel like there's someone that's going to come in that's going to really need your help, but that it's like you immediately don't want to help them, either because of the way they look or maybe because of something that they may have said that you don't agree with. Don't judge a book by their cover this week. And even though you might think like, well, I never do that, something this week is going to kind of pull you out of yourself, where this is going to want to be your initial reaction. The universe is warning you against it now, because whoever this person is or whatever this situation is going to have a bigger effect on your life than you realize. So don't turn anyone away this week if you can provide help they need. Not financial. Guys, there's something also with us sensitives where people are like, it's like they're taking advantage of us financially specifically, or trying to. So everyone in here should be on their toes for that this week specifically, but mainly for the rest of the month too.
I'm doing my Damien.
It is so sweet.
Matt Taylor.
All right, Max, Seasons of the Witch. The Nuit Oracle, or as I call it, Samhain. Ralph, thank you so much. Got your book today, diving into it tonight. Anyone who has, Ralph, thank you so much. Anybody who has the new book, Encounters with Evil, 101 Terrifying and True Stories, I want you guys to let me know what your like top 5 favorite are in there. D Oceans, welcome.
I read it twice already.
Yeah, blue definitely is his color because those eyes. RJ too, he looks amazing in blue. Ray with green, Damien with green.
I read it twice, and I'm circling all the mistakes too.
There's at least 3 I know of.
I found 3. They're probably the ones you told me about.
Mike said, yay, I made it home, was worried, so many cops out. Yeah, that's another thing. I feel like our authority figures, there's so much negative going on, so much bad, guys. I can literally use the word bad. Our authority figures are going to be more, I don't want to say abusive of their authority, but they may be more inclined, like the police, to like pull you over for doing 5 miles over the speed limit than normal. There is no like live and let live energy this month at all. Like everyone is out for everyone else's throat. All right, Mac. Grief, card number 20. It is but a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away deep within the chambers of your mourning in the red clovers, birthing lost illusion. Okay. I haven't used these cards in so long. All right. Grief is the uncomfortable dance between feeling everything and feeling nothing. It isn't exclusive to losing someone. Grief can manifest when you feel like a failure or when you've regret. It can appear when you're overwhelmed or when you feel guilty. It can leave you feeling it all, then feeling nothing, or even feeling both at the same time. Likewise, we can be so lost in our grief that we forget to live. We mourn for things that have long since slipped through our fingers. We find ourselves in a sort of limbo, living half dead. This is what can happen when you spend too much time searching for and missing what you've lost and forgetting to be grateful for what's been left behind. Pulling grief can mean you have a lack of satisfaction about where you are in your life, what you have, or perhaps more appropriate, what you don't have. You're putting too much of your focus on what is missing and have cut off the rest of the world. There are still people and opportunities for you if you will only lift your head and take a look around. Life still goes on when you've suffered loss. Mourn for the things you wanted and didn't get or had and lost, but be sure to keep going. The universe never takes something away without giving you something to take its place. And that exchange isn't always immediate, guys, okay? A lot of us are going through that, Pam. It's either a real grief. I don't mean real as if this kind's fake, but I mean like a literal grief as in we're grieving the loss of someone, which I find people are holding on to that for a lot longer than they normally would. But Mac, in your case, I feel like this is something or someone from your past. Something you were either forced to give up, someone who left you, and you have all of these what ifs, you know, what if that didn't happen? What if, you know, I still had that or access to that? Or what if this person and I were still together? Or what if I still knew this person? All of these what ifs. And the universe is asking you to let them go. And you can look at what if every once in a while, but look at like, what about now as well? And try to find the exact lessons you were supposed to learn by losing that thing or that someone, or maybe it's a feeling, you know, maybe you're like, you miss the feeling of being in romantic love, or maybe you miss the feeling of the financial independence, having a good paying job or a well-paying job brought to you. There is something that you are really missing, and it's okay to miss it. But the problem is it's making you feel as though you're lacking. And that is what the universe is saying. You are not lacking because you don't have what or whoever this is. So please, this week, focus on it, meditate on it if you can, really think about it. But it's time to move forward, to understand that you do not have this or this person anymore. Most likely, you're not going to have them or it back. It could be something like a well-paying job that you work towards again, but it's not going to be the exact same thing. Because of who you are as a person, as you grow and learn as a person, even if you did get back the exact same person and get into the exact same relationship and live in the exact same place and everything's exactly the same, it's still not going to be exactly the same because you as a person and this other person have changed and grown. So don't long for the past. Find the lesson. The universe wants you to find the lesson because I don't want to be like a bearer of bad news, but I think we all know this already. If we don't find the lesson in things, the universe will, as a lesson, force us to repeat those mistakes over and over again until we do see those lessons. So I hope that you can get to the bottom of that this week.
Private chat real quick. And then it's Ann Palmer. I'm being a smart ass.
I hope not.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Who is it, Ann?
Ann Palmer.
Miss Ann. All right. So I'm going to use the Energy and Spirit Oracle.
Before you do that, here, read this. And I know how she feels because that's how I felt earlier today.
Yeah.
That's how I felt earlier today.
And that's a part of Mac Taylor. You're so welcome. Three Souls Paranormal. Welcome. Yeah. It's because of this energy. It's because of, something. I feel like these sleepers, the people that are not going through the awakening, they kind of had the upper hand this month for whatever reason. I think it's because we were doing so well for so long that a lot of us, a lot of the collective, lost focus of what we're trying to do, and therefore the vibrational shifts. Those of us who are continuing to put the work in have to suffer for it because we are a collective. But I don't think it's going to be lasting a lot longer. And I don't know if you can get through the next week or two. I feel like I said, come August 8th, the Lionsgate portal, that's going to clear out so much negativity, so much, and just bring in that shift that we're all waiting for. Pisces especially, we're letting go of contracts this year, and Pisces suns are letting go of contracts. So that's really hard. So Pisces, if you're a sun, moon, or rising Pisces, that can also really be affecting you a lot this year. Whether you realize it or not, it's because you're letting go of these ancestral contracts, or that ancestral is not the right way. These lifetimes of, you've, like, if it's a soul contract, you were contracted to this person for every single lifetime you've ever lived since you were sparked, and now all of a sudden you're letting go of that, and they're not going to be in your physical life or in your lifetimes anymore. It shouldn't last much longer, and we are going to pull out of this collectively. And card number 33, Phase Entanglement, Emotional Influence. We're just being brought down by the rest of the world, but we're going to pull back up just like we always do. Many emotions can be transferred to you in your daily life through phase entanglement, which indicates a matching of vibrations. This card reveals the potential for this phenomenon to exert a negative energetic influence in your life at this time. Whether you're around happy or unhappy people, you can carry their vibration when you leave their presence. There may be someone in your environment who's anxious, depressed, critical, or pessimistic. When you're around them, it drags you down. And when you leave, you bring that negative energy home with you. I've been talking to so many of my clients about this, okay? About bringing people's attachments with you. This is why, you guys, I have several openings left for, readings for this month, video chats, manifestation sessions, talking about attachments and what I can see on you. It's been helping a lot of people, but I'm telling you, you can bring someone's bad mood or rude attitude home with you, and it stays stuck until you get rid of it. This is a natural reaction, but this card is telling you to reduce your exposure to these people as much as possible. It's difficult enough to keep your optimistic to keep yourself optimistic without these energetic vampires making it even more so. Set boundaries, ask the angels to surround you, and counter the negativity with positive and hopeful statements. It's your life. Choose to spend your time with joyous and supportive people. So if you feel like you've picked up a negative attachment, like Anna, for instance, this might not be what's wrong with you. I would have to see you to be able to tell you. But you may have picked up someone else's depression. Is it a permanent thing? No. So either way, but if you, either way, it'll be over with soon. But if you want to actively try and pull yourself out of this, try a cleansing meditation, you know, white sage yourself, find a good essential oil mixture to burn through your diffuser, pray if that's what you do. Really focus on raising your vibration, however it is that you do that. And same goes for you. I feel like you know who this person or these people or situations are that bring you down, that make you feel bad about yourself or depressed or these vampiric people and vampiric situations. So yeah, Anston, I just told him that. So limit their access to you, and don't just do it for this week. Do it for good. You know, tell them I love you, or I care about you, or I enjoy your company, but if you continue to act this way, I can't be around you. But you have to stick to it. Don't be guilted because of it.
Okay, let's do Paranormal Pixie, Grey Wolf, Brown Dwarf, and then we'll do Sin.
All right.
Sound good? Hello, Tiffany.
Tiffany, hi. Lara, I'm going to use Myths and Mermaids.
I get my nicotine habit. I've been nicking. I've been busy for the last 3 days. I mean, I get in at night, man. It's like,
I still have to, Lara, hook up with you for some cleansing. You know, I need help with that too sometimes, but this whole week has just been crazy, and it's not going to get any easier on me for the next week or so either. Ocean Mist, yes, absolutely. As long as your name's on the list by 10:30 Eastern, you're good. So we got time. We have time. All right, Miss Lara. An alien emerges. Card number 43. A slim mermaid emerges from a murky lake, an inquisitive look upon her face. Is she creepy and threatening, or just mysterious and curious? Do not fear the foreign or the alien. A foreign, exotic, or unusual element is entering your life. Do not allow yourself to be intimidated, scared, or avoidant. This foreign element may literally be a person from another country or culture, an opportunity overseas, or simply a situation that feels alien to you at first. Use this opportunity to expand your horizons, embrace the uncommon, and experiment with new flavors, sounds, and ideas. Consider challenging yourself by learning a new language or investigating the cultural traditions of another nation. Although it may feel intimidating at first, the foreign element in your life will ultimately be very rewarding and enriching. It may result in a new passion, or you may even find your life headed in a very different but very exciting direction. So, Lara, you know, this is the Gemma Jade Oracle, right? I feel that you may actually be having an interaction this week, or you've recently had, but I feel more of it's coming in, an interaction with some sort of hybrid or actual alien, as in extraterrestrial, okay? I feel like there's some kind of connection there, or you could be uncovering something, some kind of experience or past lifetime. This has to do with literal alien, like literal extraterrestrial. I feel like alien is like a slur towards extraterrestrial, so I don't like saying that. But someone extraterrestrial is entering your life or has just entered. I feel like once you realize that that's what this is, or like who this person really is, it may freak you out a little bit. like it would most people, but I feel like you're not going to have an issue embracing it. Now, on the flip side, we could be dealing with maybe some sort of ETs coming through in your dreams, or maybe something abduction, something having to do with abduction, maybe repressed memories coming through for you. There is definitely an extraterrestrial connection here. On the bright side, whatever it is, you're going to end up down a huge rabbit hole. Maybe not this week, but very soon. Once you start putting everything together, your eyes are going to be being open to this, opened to whatever this experience was that you had, or whatever this person is, wherever they're from. And I feel like you're going to find it fascinating. Don't get lost in it, or it becomes everything that you have to like spend every second on it. But I definitely think this is a turning point in your life, and it's going to bring you closer to your soul reality, to what you're here for. So closer to ascension. Feeling it coming, yeah.
Grey Wolf.
Ocean's Deep Blue, absolutely, yep. Grey Wolf, I'm going to use the Empath Oracle.
Dang, bugs bugging me. I got a bug flying around. It's driving me nuts.
Tiffany, I'm glad to hear it. Not that you had to go through something like that, but that you pulled out of it and that my reading was able to help. Tiffany said my last reading couldn't have been more spot on. Partly another reason why I missed last week. I thought my world was about to be torn apart. I'm so glad I got that reading because I needed to wake up. Yeah, and all of us do. I have to read for myself at least once a month to make sure that, you know, I'm seeing things clearly. You know, and I see things pretty clearly, like they couldn't be more clearer when I look at people, but it's hard, you know, looking in the mirror isn't the same experience as looking outwardly, right? So I'm really glad that we were able to help you in that way. And exactly, Anna, you literally took the words out of my mouth. Everything's a lesson, good or bad. And if you can find the lesson in it, that's the path to ascension. I'm sorry, who was this? I just pulled Grey Wolf.
Grey Wolf. We did get Ann Palmer, right? You did her before.
Yes, she was.
Okay, I just want to make sure. This bug's driving me nuts. It keeps flying in front of my face and it turns me off.
Grey Wolf, Conquering Social Anxiety, card number 34. Activating methods to emotionally protect ourselves socially, remembering that anxiety and excitement are closely related, studying social dynamics from professional sources. This card's painting speaks of a breaking through darkness. As the figure turns away from the black tones, the red tones indicate they are still aware of the anxiety that can accompany the choice of engaging with the world, despite the challenges they may carry. Social anxiety is the worst, and empaths are no strangers to the experience because we are constantly absorbing emotional energies, both observed and unobserved. It's all too easy to become overloaded in social situations without necessarily understanding why. There is a social experience that scientists recognize as emotional contagion. Do you ever catch yourself looking in the same direction as a person you're talking to, or scratching your chin when the other person does? This is social contagion. When it comes to the emotional realm, it's a well-known fact that people, quote unquote, catch the emotions of others in daily life. Those who identify as empaths do this to a much higher degree than the average person, which can lead to increased social anxiety if we don't take proper precautions. This card reminds the empathic reader that you can overcome social anxiety. It just takes time and practice. It's essential to notice where you place your energy and how you go about daily social experiences. Are you reactive, or do you think before you respond? Are you relying on the approval of others, or is it enough to know yourself and humbly stand in your truth? We have the choice whether to surrender our energy to those around us or to anchor it inside so that we pilot the ship that is our human body and mind. So, and just so that you guys know, with these cards, if you're a client and you ask for a personal or a video chat with me for a reading, you will get these suggestions to action. It just would be very long if I were to read all of the extras that come with the cards. So what this is, Grey Wolf, it's telling you that you may feel for the next week or so, or you may have been feeling like a little overloaded from people. Blue Heron and I use the term, it's too people-y. You may be feeling maybe from like birthday, like having a lot of people around on your birthday or whatever the case may be, for whatever reason, you either have been or are coming into a period where you feel super anxious around people, even if it's not large crowds. A lot of us feel that way in large crowds because we pick up too much, but even just like dealing with more than one person at a time. And the universe is saying this is okay for this week, you know, but figure out a strategy on how to make sure that you don't end up going so deep inside yourself and pulling back so much that it becomes a force of habit not to want to deal with more than one person at a time. Because in real life, and trust me, I've tried, it's not really reasonable to assume or to expect not to have to deal with, you know, some of the people some of the time, right? So the universe wants you to take a good look at how your vibration is around other people and stay away from the ones that are energetically draining, the vampiric people, and try to, you know, the emotional contagion, try vibrational contagion, and try to only be around people who are on the same vibration as you, who vibrate on the same wavelength as you, or on a higher one.
Okay, Brown Dwarf.
Lara, yeah, I'll try to message you after this. Not to integrate with the world. So do I, yeah. Brown Dwarf.
You're still here, aren't you, Brown Dwarf? Brown Dwarf. Are you out looking for Bigfoot and mushrooms?
Grey Wolf, I am a hermit. Aside from my visits with my mom and my family there, I don't go out. I see you, Brown Dwarf. I don't go out.
No, I don't much. Well, I guess I do, because I'm constantly the one that runs back and forth to the store and everything. That's the only time I get up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, as far as, like, you know, going to parties or even family social events are hard for me. Not so much as I've become more aware of, like, what I can do and, like, the things that I see when it's my family, because they just know me, like, I'm weird. But like around other people's families and things like that, like that's when I start having a hard time sometimes.
Yeah, that's when I have a hard time.
All right, Brown Dwarf. Rest and relaxation is essential. We all have a fundamental need to take a break, and that's card number 12. Oh, no, it's not. It's card number 42. You're at your best when all aspects of your life are balanced. Love yourself and the people in your life enough to create an environment where everyone has the opportunity to take care of their own needs. You are at your best and able to fully appreciate all that life offers when you're well rested. When you're under a lot of stress, your muscles respond and become tense. Be aware of what stress feels like for you and implement some relaxation techniques to keep things from escalating. Your ability to calm down and relax will improve with practice. It is important to recognize and address your needs. Do not wait until you are completely depleted before you stop for rejuvenation. Make relaxation a part of your day. Give your mind and muscles a much-needed rest. A mermaid dreams as she lies on the ocean floor and a pod of dolphins swim overhead. The pale green hue of the artwork highlights a need to take time to heal. Dolphins have an innate ability to go into a beta state for rest after a long night of hunting. What is your idea of relaxing? Allow rest and relaxation to be a part of your life. So Brown Dwarf, you're coming into maybe, or maybe you are in already, a very stressful period in your life. And obviously we all are, right? We were talking about that like this whole time. Figure out what relaxation feels like to you. And the universe this week wants you to find 3 to 5 little ways to bring yourself back to that level calmness, whatever your base level is this week. So that way in the future, you can use it when you need it. So if you become angry and you feel like you want to lash out, maybe deep breathing exercises, counting to 5, taking 5 deep breaths, you know, so that's one. So you know that when you become angry like that, this is something you absolutely can do to bring yourself back to your base level as far as being calm. Things like that. And also be aware of your vibration, right? This is vibrant. I keep talking about vibration but it's a big part of this week's readings because it's a big part of what's going on this month. So try to be aware of like the situations that may put you or like make you put you in a situation where you are quick to anger, or the people that may make you, you know, more, what's the word? More susceptible to being upset, like as far as like emotionally upset or hurt. So things like that. And then again, start weeding out, you know, the bad people, the people who you don't resonate with. The card looks huge. Yeah, I hold it like that sometimes because when the light is on it, you can't see the entire thing. All right, Anthony. Do you know I found a bag of Skittles, of the sour Skittles, which are my favorite, and I didn't know they were there. And I was like, dang it, it's my last one. And then today
I sent you more. I even sent you something in a box. What were they? Some odd
Jolly Rancher gummies. But no, it's funny because I just ate those in the middle of the night last night. And then when I woke up this morning to a box of the share size. Okay.
Okay.
I know. Give me a second. My decks fell.
Uh-oh.
They slid. All right. I'm getting it. I'm going to use Heal Yourself.
Okay. You got Sin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then after her will be Pam Smith. Sorry, right. Pam. I was typing too fast. Jumping the gun.
And Sin, did you see my magazine cover? I can't win. And Palmer, you need to be really careful with your clicking. Because you do that every week. You like time someone out or like watch your clicking, girl.
She likes them buttons. She's that part of that person that I'm the same way. You see that button that says do not push? I'm that person that will go push it just for that.
I used to do it all the time on SOR by accident because I'd be trying to click like to show the comment and then I'd click, oh my gosh.
And it goes fast sometimes, especially when the trolls are in there going and they're trying to get them.
Okay. I pulled this card for my mom once too.
Uh-oh.
Sexuality.
She's blushing.
And Sen. Sexuality is a natural part of life. Embrace and enjoy your intimate, sensual, and passionate nature. Take time to explore your sexuality. How do you feel about yourself? Do you feel sexy, attractive, and happy with your body, or are you judging yourself too harshly? You need to let go of any old feelings of hurt, shame, or guilt. If you're in a relationship, you need to bring some romance back and spice things up. In order to make sex an incredibly fulfilling, seductive, exhilarating, and orgasmic experience, you need to let go of your defensive and fears of being intimate with your partner. I can hear her now. Oh my God! I can hear her. Relinquish control and dive into unguarded, ecstatic, and blissful passion. Be creative, communicate with your lover, and find new and exciting ways to thrill each other. Now, Ansen, you can take this the obvious way, right? But also, I think it's just not even only about sexuality and sex, but it's about rediscovering your relationship, maybe the reasons why you fell in love, having fun, doing what you guys love to do together, and kind of not worrying about, you know, like in the beginning of a relationship, people are like more spontaneous in general, right? Because you want to do what the other person wants to do because you want to make them happy, and it usually ends up being fun. Things like that. Maybe go off on an adventure or take some time and watch a movie together that you both really enjoy. Just kind of that reconnection, that bond, and just maybe getting to know each other again and getting to know, because as we grow, we change as individuals, and a lot of the time we all forget to like talk to our significant other and figure out the ways in which they changed, and figure out even if we like who they are anymore, if we like them more than we ever did. Or I think that's kind of what the universe is saying. It's time to like rediscover Don. Rediscover him. Okay. This week. Well, you're coming home next week, so you kind of have to, right? Notice she didn't say anything. I could hear, oh my
God! Pam Smith.
Pam, I haven't been able to check emails in 2 weeks. But I will tomorrow.
Okay, Pam, you're next.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think.
All right. I'm going to use Vintage Wisdom for Pammy. Nick Wide left. He had to go to work.
Yeah, I just realized that. I don't know about Roger. Is he still here, I wonder? He didn't answer, so I'm not going to worry about it. He will let me know.
I know. Pam, I remember. Okay. I'll be there at some point. I think the 1st or 2nd week of August, I'll be back up there again. But you guys can feel free to take RJ anytime you want. I'm just saying. Nikki said you guys would talk about it, so I love you. I could just hear her. Oh my God. All right, Pam. Melissa Nicole Bacon. That's a new person. All right. Playfulness, Pam. Depicted here is a diva sitting gracefully on a fly agaric mushroom. This is a light-hearted moment, and we are not expected to take her too seriously. Her carefree countenance reminds us of the joy of being alive and living contentedly, I don't know why that was an issue, in this moment. She has emerged resplendently from her chrysalis into the warm light of day with a pair of multicolored flutterby wings and a broad smile. The woes of the world can wait for a while as she revels in a renewed perspective of her world through the eyes of playfulness. George Bernard Shaw says, quote, "We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing," end quote. The responsibilities and rigors of age can thwart our ability to live in the moment. Shameless surrender to the act of playfulness can sometimes be perceived as immaturity in the face of life's harsh challenges. But the essence of playfulness beckons us to remember that we are also players in the game of life, and from this perspective, we remain in the world, but not of it. While thought and logic are intrinsic servants on our path to ascension, they're poor masters. The balanced integration of body, mind, and spirit brings about a holistic perspective in which there is a vital, healthful place for exploring your unique creative potential through the innocence of playfulness. By drawing this card, the higher power inspires you to seek answers by experimenting with this gift as the many benefits it bestows in daily life. Relinquish the need to control outcomes and embrace the spontaneous nature of this divine attribute. Expect a profound level of release while making way for a clearer flow of intuition and inspiration. Cowie, hi. Jarvis, hey. Pam, what this card is saying is, like, stop being so uptight. And that's not a judgment, because trust me, you guys, I know you don't believe it, but at home, I am soups uptight. Ask Ghost Dragons. I am, like, maniacal about every little thing all the time. I see my mother. When I'm visiting my mother, I'm like, Mother, calm down. Like, this is not a big deal. Like, you misplaced your key. It's but I do it at home too. Like the littlest thing, like I just fly off. And it's something that I'm working on, you know. Gemma is a part of me that I know is there and who I strive to be every day. And Pam, I feel like, you know, with or without this dualistic personality or this alter ego that I may have, it's time for you to step back and stop taking everything so seriously. Shelley Montgomery, welcome. It's time for you to, again, it's not immature to make light or bring some levity to a situation. Now, obviously, you're not going to joke about someone's great uncle Chester dying of a heart attack. Like use, what's the word, Ghost Dragons? Use tact. You know, have some grace. Cool. But you know, you lost your keys. You locked yourself out of your house. Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt, and like, yes, it'll cause you a few delays. But is it really like the end of the world? Like things like that. Trying to take those moments and have fun with them. It could also be saying, get out and actually play. You know, it's easy for me because I have a toddler in the house. It's very easy to play any time of day or night that I want to. But go out in the yard and catch ladybugs, or you know. Whatever was fun for you as a kid, go out and try doing that. You know, do something spontaneous that the 9-year-old you would be proud of. Do it this week.
Hey, Nut Slab. Okay. Melissa, are you here, hon? Did you leave?
Hey, Nut Slab.
I called her a couple times. I put her on hold. Let's go with Janet. Jeanette. Why does it keep saying it that way? I don't know why I keep saying it that way. I'm sorry, Jeanette. You can beat me later with one of your cupcakes.
I love these sour Skittles, but they burn my taste buds off. No, like literally, like they burn my taste buds off.
That's a lot of acid in those. You probably have acid reflux by the end of the night.
Oh, they're so good. Chillin' Charlie, welcome. Nut Slap, hey.
Hey, Chillin'.
Ew. Anything with the word rat in it, I'm not cool with that, Shelly. I'm not judging you. Actually, I don't. I just had to make sure that I could talk. Sour Skittles.
Oh, goodness. Your face is going to be all puckered by the end of the night.
Remind me of RJ.
Oh, when you gave him the Sour Patch Kids?
These. Madison?
We can fit you in. We can fit you in, Madison, if you need to get in. There's some people come in and say hi, so I can fit you in.
That's what I was trying to say, but I was trying to get the sour off my candy. I need to go in the next few. Don't worry about it.
We got you, bro.
Hilton, no, I didn't. I still say it all the time. Trust me.
Okay. Well, actually, she's coming right up, so she won't have to wait too long.
Okay. Who
she's
is this?
Like
I'm
1,
sorry.
2, 3, 4. She's number 5. So you're number 5.
Who is this?
This is Jeanette Shintel. Jeanette.
I am using the Archangel Animal.
And I did it again.
I don't think she minds. All right. Dolphin. Live joyfully and in the present. Archangel Jowls. Or Julius, actually. Why did I say Jowls? I really feel like something is trying to stop me from getting a lot of these messages across tonight, guys. Zico, hi.
I was just going to say that.
The wisdom of the dolphin card reminds you, Jeanette, that you are a special, highly evolved being. Throughout your long soul journey, you may not have been faultless. No one has, but that's the past. You're now a light bearer, carrying sacred geometric keys and codes from this and other universes. Dance and play and do what makes your heart happy. Your task is to lighten up and be joyful and gracious as you spread your wisdom. Bring through the gold ray of Christ, and you will automatically heal others. Also, know that no one's perfect, so keep your heart open with understanding and forgiveness. Jeanette, this is kind of going along with the theme of the night. Like, we all have to lighten up. We all have to stop taking things so seriously and realize that we are the collective, right? We're trying to be a part of that shift that I'm constantly rearing into your guys' heads, right? And talking about. We are not the sleepers. You know, we know things are going to be okay. We know that we've lived before. We know that we're living now, past, present, and future. We know, you know, about spirit. We know about the collective consciousness shift. We know that the energy is low this month, you know, lower vibrational. We know about psychic vampires. We know so much more than the average person in this community. And as the light bringers and light bearers and physical mediums and psychics and empaths, right? Oh, Tiffany's daughter. Cool. Welcome. So it would be wise for all of us, myself included, in our moments of snapping out about something as small as, you know, losing a key, for example, to remember, like, hey, I've been here, I've been there, done that, you know, like, I am a part of the collective. I am one of the ascended, you know. I'm not one of these sleepers who has to worry about, you know, what's next after this. I'm enlightened. I'm going through my awakening. I've been through many dark nights of the soul. A lost key, that's nothing, right? This week specifically, Jeanette, the universe is telling you to keep an open mind and an open heart. There could be someone coming in trying to make amends with you, someone who you are not ready to forgive, or who you feel like you already have forgiven until they come to your face and you remember like what they did to you, and all of that starts coming back. It may not be this week that happens, but the preparation should definitely start this week, because I feel like you're going to be confronted with a part of your past that the universe wants you immediately to forgive. But it's like you're taking so long with it, and that's not an indictment or a judgment. It just is. So when it does happen, probably the end of the month or the first week of August, you'll be ready for it. You'll be ready to say, like, yes, I can forgive you, but either, yes, I can, you know, rekindle this friendship, relationship, whatever, or I forgive you, but don't ever come near me again. And, you know, approach it with love. To be able to approach a situation like that with love, because it is coming in. Ari D. Okay, so that's Zico. I got to be honest, and this is me judging a book by its cover. When I saw Zico, I thought that I was going to get trolled, because they always come in with like just
The
random
weirdest
things that they like hit on the keyboard. They're like, yeah, that sounds good. And then they come in and like their names are like, Gemma stole my cancer kid's money, you know, like that's like, and then so Ari D. Okay, welcome. Dargo, hey. All right, who's next?
Hold on, I'm laughing at Mike. He says he feels like a knight. He's not going to slay me, though. Thank God. I don't feel like fighting another one. Anyways, Vixen Doe.
All right, Miss Vixen. I'm going to use...
Mike, you won't win. Believe me. My fire reaches miles.
I got both your necklaces on tonight. No fighting. I need the positive energy from both of you.
All right.
Vixen, I'm using Sacred Light. No dragon slaying, my Aunt Sin says. There you go.
Won't. He's a good man.
Nut
he might
slap,
come pat me on my head. Give me a belly scratching.
Nut slap, they bring my energy down and they distract me.
Ari D. Is that how I say Ari D?
Ari.
Ari D. Hello.
Her name is Ari.
They changed her name again? It's the same.
Yes, we already been through that entire thing.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure I don't write the same person twice.
All right, Vixen. Because her name is Ari, and I'm so good with that. She taught me love. All right. Tibetan fire serpent. Tiffany, thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. And do appreciate it, and it does help. Tibetan fire serpent, card number 33. Seeking a higher truth, discernment, a better path, and authority. Vixen doe. Snakes have always been viewed as sacred medicinal creatures. The very shedding of their skin is connected to transformation, healing, and immortal life. The Tibetan fire serpent heals the spiritual state of its recipient. Its energy flows in an upward spiral with intense power and magnification. When the fire serpent rises, its energy unlocks, releasing blocked and stagnant energy as it ascends from the base chakra. By transmuting energy, it cleanses the spirit on a cellular level. A master of the first ray, El Moria, assists with grounding the sacred energy into the lower chakras and opening those towards the crown to create balance and harmony within the physical, mental, and spiritual bodies. Ascended Master El Moria chooses to share the wisdom of the ancients with those who seek a higher truth. Emphasizing self-mastery, El Moria suggests you unclutter your life with authority and discernment. Fire up! Determination and perseverance will help shake up rigid ideas and open experiences so you are living life at its fullest. You were born to thrive, not just to survive. Visit your sacred space to activate the sleeping serpent and ground your heart and anchor your spiritual self. Your needs have changed over time, and so should your daily practice. Be brutally honest with yourself. Life is about showing up, be there, and be present. You are never too small to make a difference. Quote, you are the center of your own universe. Is your sun shining? End quote. Sacred crystal, blue kyanite. That's a good one. Affirmation. I release old energy with love and gratitude. I am free to explore my heart's desire. All right, Vixen Doe, let's do that spring cleaning I've been talking about of your personal space, right? It doesn't have to be your whole house. Just pick 2 or 3 rooms that you spend the most time in. Also, what I want you to do, if it's not going to be sensitive on your skin, most people it's not, do a handful of either Himalayan pink salt or just salt, throw it into a hot bath, as hot as you can stand it. Soak for no less than 15, no more than 25 minutes. When you get out, do not dry, air dry. That way the salt forms a protective barrier against your skin. Against outside forces and outside things, energies, entities from attaching to your body, okay? I've been literally seeing attachments on people, and everyone has them. Every single person has them, including myself. And, you know, do you ever watch those videos, not to go off on a tangent, where like you'll see the medicine woman burning herbs around someone's face and they're throwing up like jellyfish and snakes and all these weird like dirt and muck. If you haven't seen it, watch it, because those are the things that I've been seeing attached to people this past month. And that's something completely new that I've never seen before. So what's my point? My point is we all have these negative attachments. You could be the most spiritually gifted or, you know, most transcended person on earth, but you're still a human being on earth. Therefore, you're going to have flaws. You're going to have problems. What this is saying is get ready, because the things that you desire most, that you're working towards, this new adventure, right, of going off and traveling, what is it? You're traveling the country, right? In a mobile trailer. I don't know what to call it. I forget. It's going to open up so many doors, and it's going to not only open up doors for your human self, but for your spiritual self as well. So as a matter of fact, now that I thought about that, I want you to, RV, thank you. I don't know why these regular normal words are evading me or eluding me tonight. Go in and clear that sucker out. I want you to sweep. I want you to mop. I want you to white sage. Okay. I want you to get an essential oil diffuser that you can bring with you. All right. And I'll give you some combinations through email that you can burn for different things. Don't forget about your spiritual journey while you're having so much fun in your humanity, because you are going to learn so many things on this journey. It's almost like a sacred mission you're about to embark on, and whatever you're expecting to get out of it, throw away the expectations, because I feel like the unexpected, like the absolute last thing you expect to the best possible degree, is what's going to happen now that you've taken this step. It's the fool's journey. but not a fool in the way as we look at him. The fool in the tarot is just that he's starting off. He's taking a leap of faith, and he's just starting off. And that's right where you are. And you are going to experience so many amazing things that you don't even expect.
Okay, Mike Roberts, the Dragon Slayer. He's not going to slay me. He's just going to send me a box of candy.
Ari, you'll be soon because it's your first time in here.
Well, I figured we'd do her and Tiffany together since they're family.
Yeah, okay. Just don't make her wait too long. I do have Soul Helper. I just have to grab it off the altar, but remind me when your name is.
Which one did they want?
Soul Helper.
Oh, Soul Helper?
Who's next? Johnny Yuma?
No, Mike Roberts.
Yeah. They're only 99 cents. Mike Roberts.
Because Johnny Yuma and Steve Shaw hasn't answered yet.
Where is it?
Mike, oh, there he is. Okay, I see him.
De la Nuit. Hi, Monica.
Monica. Hello, Monica.
The Snow Queen, Mike. Card number 20. My story. I was boring in my lonesome castle. These are translated from Italian. I think it meant bored. I was bored in my lonesome castle, not boring. So one day I kidnapped a boy who had been wounded by pieces of a magical broken mirror and could not have feelings anymore. But there was this little girlfriend of his. She overcame many perilous adventures to find her friend. When she arrived in my castle, Kay did not recognize her at all, for his heart was frozen. Gerda cried, and her tears warmed Kay's heart. They left my palace, and I was left alone once again. My message: you're in such a state of isolation, it's not healthy. It has to stop. You have to get out of your frozen castle, and you have to make new friends. You have to learn how to warm your world. You've been experiencing loneliness, and autarky for long enough. I don't know if autarky is a word. Spring has come again. You need some sun. You need flowers. You need green trees. So put an end to your own winter and go create some new joyful bonds. Mike, we both know that this is true. Monica, yes, that email me about that, because that's an $80 reading, the 1 hour video. So just email me and we can discuss it further. Mike, what this is saying is pretty obvious, right? You're creating this little bubble around yourself, which at one point was okay, but now it's like the people in the bubble are kind of either becoming boring, or you're not even communicating with them anymore, which is leaving you by yourself and basically isolated. The universe does not want isolation to become your norm, okay? It wants you to get out there and meet new people. Via the internet is good, but it's also good sometimes to go out and like have someone you can get a coffee with, or someone you can call up and talk to, because you go through things too. And if the people in your little bubble aren't responding even a little bit to try to help you through your issues, like friends and family and loved ones are supposed to, then you have no one to turn to but yourself. And we can't figure everything out for ourselves. We talked about that in another card in the beginning. Yes, Monica, yes. So I think this is just that extra nudge of what we've been talking about, and we'll discuss it later on in the week too when we do the video chat, that you really need to kind of broaden your horizons as far as people, right? And learn that discernment of who you can and can't trust in your world. You know, you've been through a lot of physical, emotional, mental changes in the past couple of years. So it only stands to reason that like what you're looking for in a friend or in, you know, the people that you want surrounding you, the situations that you find yourself in, that's going to change too. but you have to actively seek it. It's not going to, these people aren't going to fall into your lap. You meet people in here and befriend them. Maybe people at work who are coworkers, maybe there's one of them that stands out to you. Be aware of your energetic vibration, and whoever you feel matches that, proceed with caution. All right. This week, or I'll give you 2 weeks, I want you to go out of your way to try and make a friend. I know that sounds like advice you would give a 5-year-old, but I'm being serious. We all have to do it. I'm guilty of it too. We all get older. We get stuck in our ways. We get stuck in our own little bubble. And if you're not a part of it, like, we're automatically suspicious of you. Do it.
Okay, Johnny.
Johnny Yuma. Angels and ancestors.
You're my friend, Gemma. Good old slap.
I am I'm your guy's friend, sure. I feel like most of us are on the same wavelength, even if we're in different parts of our, or different phases of our spiritual progression. We all still believe most of the same things, and we all have the same goal, and that's to ascend, right? Whether we know it or not, we all do. That's why we're here. There aren't many tourists in this community. You know what I mean? Like, you come in and you might hang out once or twice, but to come in week after week after week, miss a few weeks, and then, you know, feel the need to come back in. All right, Anthony, I love you. Tell Johnny I said he better be good. I have a big foot. I'm just kidding. All right, Johnny. Druid, hold the space. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you're supposed to be. The Druids were the ancient wise ones of the British Isles. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun, and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what's unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. So realizing that, you know, you are right where you need to be right now. This is the universe kind of giving you that validation, okay? If you think everything in your life, Johnny, is going wrong, or if you feel like everything's, you know, falling apart, or whatever negative feelings or emotions that are coming up lately, where you may be feeling like, why me? Or, you know, why can't I change this? I'm trying so hard. Why is this happening? Whatever those lower vibrational negative feelings and emotions and just things in general you've been feeling, the universe is saying, stay right where you are. Don't make any drastic or sudden changes or movements, because you are learning a lesson right now. So if you were to change the dynamic of, say, a very important relationship right at this moment, like this week, it's not what's supposed to happen. You're going through all of these hardships and all of the good times too, because you need to learn something. In the coming weeks, the universe is going to test you somehow to see if you have, in fact, learned the lessons that you're supposed to have through all of this stuff that's been going on. And if you make it through, which most of us do, because we have the ability to look and say, oh, that's why that happened, or that's why that happened, or guys, that's what I'm here for. Just ask, right? Most of the time I can figure it out or help you figure it out, for you, help you figure it out. Then you'll be able to move on. Only once the lesson is learned are you truly going to be able to move forward or rise above any type of thing that you feel may be negative or not serving your best purpose. Believe me, it's serving your soul purpose for your higher learning and for soul strength and growth. So stay where you are. Try your best to be grateful as best you can. And don't hope for things to change just like that. Work through it and make that change happen. Yes, Ari perfectly said, the universe gives its hardest battles to its strongest soldiers. That's a really great way of putting that.
That is. Okay, Madison. And she is here.
Madison, I'm going to use Dark Goddess. Urzuli. Prosperity. Success and riches for the taking. Excessive action needs forsaking. Clearing out to give away. Prosperity will come one day. By the power of the Dark Goddess in me, protection and please. Blessed be. Thank you, Ghost Dragons. Madison, acquiring things in life is not a sin, but to prosper at the expense of others' well-being is to walk a road that grows increasingly impassable underfoot. A life of excess spending, taking, desiring more and more comes at a price. Johnny, thank you so much. You're so welcome. It is nice to be adored, to play the field, to have your jar of hearts full to the brim, but Urzuli looks into your soul and sees a far less rosy future if you continue to live without taking responsibility for the people and the things you collect along the way. Girl, this sounds like my card 2-3 years ago. You will soon be judged for who you are and not what you have. Right now, it might be hard to tell who the real you is, especially under all of your stuff. Turn it over to Urzuli now so she can help you sort through the muddle and show you what's really worth hanging on to and how to better take care of it. Avoid borrowing too much money as strings are always attached. A lie will be exposed. It's time to choose the right person for you and stop stringing others along. Clean out your space and give your unwanted items to a good cause. Recycle more, waste less. Be honest in love. A debt must be paid. Okay, so I don't feel like this is all talking about you, okay? I feel like this is talking about, all right, so there may have been a time in your life where you collected hearts or whatever. I do feel like you could have an over excess of stuff, or yeah, an over excess of stuff. So whether you feel you do or you don't, a spring cleaning is in order, right? That's no big deal. We can easily do that, but it's got to be a dang good one. Okay. So you have to clean under your beds, clean in your closets, clean under your dressers, donate, your clothes, old clothes you don't wear anymore, donate anything that you don't use anymore. Try to donate it to a good cause. The universe is asking you to do that. Don't borrow anything from anyone this week. I feel like someone is going to come trying to collect some debt from you. A debt must be paid. I'm getting something a little bit different, and I always do with these cards. I feel like somebody is going to come to you saying you owe them something that you, in fact, you don't owe it to them at all. It may be something they want from you or, are expecting of you for whatever reason, but it's not something you owe them. So if someone comes to you demanding or even asking a favor of you this week, if you feel like it's off, like if you feel like you don't want to do whatever this favor is, you don't have to. And it's okay to say no. Approach whoever this is with love, though. Someone is coming in asking you for something, but I don't really feel like they're going to be asking. I feel like they're going to be like, so I'm moving next week. When are you going to be there to pick me up Monday morning to help me bring my 17 loads of stuff over to my new place? Like something like that. Or like, oh, that's cool. You got a new job. So where's my $100 you're going to lend me? Like very forcibly coming in and trying to make you feel like you somehow owe this to them. Like, remember in kindergarten when I gave you half my cookie because you dropped your ice cream on the floor? Well, we're now in our 30s, so you owe me $20. Like, you know what I mean? Like, first of all, I would highly advise that you reevaluate your relationship with this person, but also don't be bullied. Don't be bullied by anybody. I feel like you're very avoid confrontation, whether you're always like that or not. I feel like this week you're feeling like that. And I feel like you'll give in to just about anything to kind of avoid that toxic energy between you and another person. The fact of the matter is, it's time for you to stand up for yourself and to not accept that type of behavior in your life. You know, put the boundaries up and stick to them. And honestly, what I'm seeing is, like, if you don't want to stick to them outright, ghost the person for now until you figure out a way to tell them exactly how you feel. You're not going to walk on eggshells. You're not going to be bullied. You're not going to be guilted or shamed for something that happened 25 years ago, right? The hardest thing for me was learn to say no. Me too. Being a people pleaser, not because we want everyone to like us and because we want to collect hearts, but because we just want to make people happy. And we don't want anyone to think badly of us. Like, God forbid. That's who we are. Right? That's who us sensitives are as human beings. Unfortunately, you have a lot of people who have taken advantage of that in your life, and you see it happening, but you continue to allow it. And again, that's not indictment, because I'm the exact same way. But Arzuli is saying, not this week, okay? Step into your power. Step into your power and put your boundaries up and stick to them. Stephen Shaw, hello. No, you are not.
Came in earlier. Hey, UFO. So we're going to do him next because he was actually before Madison.
Okay.
And now that he's here, we'll go ahead and do him. And then we're going to do Tiffany and her family. And then we'll do Mac. And then we're back on list.
Okay, yeah. So, Stephen, you're coming up right now, honey. So Madison, yeah, I know it's really hard for a lot of us, but I feel like people know that about you, and you have some, unfortunately, toxic people in your life who are betting on you saying yes, because Madison's not going to want to cause any, rumble. Like, Madison's not going to want to, make us angry. Go ask Madison. And that's exactly what's going to happen either this week or this month. You're really going to have to say no, though, because they're just taking advantage of your kindness and taking advantage of the fact that you don't want to upset anybody. Blue Heron and I went to one of my favorite spots called The Office for lunch, where I got amazing sushi and she got a French dip, and we talked, and then she dropped me off at an Irish festival because she had to go and meet another friend. So my mom's going to take us for lunch next time because she didn't get to meet her this time. Okay. Stephen Shaw, I'm going to use the Archangel Animal. And I hope you're doing well. By the way, thank you so much for your donation the other day, and for, for your friendship. I like letting the new people that I speak to a lot know that I appreciate them, and you are one of those newer people who I speak to a lot and who reaches out. And I do feel that hesitance with you, that you feel like you're bothering me. You're not bothering me. You couldn't bother me.
I bug her, not anybody else.
If you guys were bothering me, like if you wouldn't have my number to be able to contact me in the first place, and it's on my business card now, but like energetically I put text only, because if someone texts in and I feel that, like, I won't even answer them. So one other thing I wanted to, Blue Heron, you said the other day, no is a complete sentence. Madison, you are very welcome. And yeah, don't let them just come in expecting things from you. Okay. Just, if you want to help people, it's okay to say yes. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying there are people coming in asking things of you that they want to give you themselves. If you're asking, try to think of it that way. Would this person help me out with their last dollar? So why do they expect me to do it? Do you know what I mean? And it's life shouldn't be a tit for tat like that. But in times like these, when the sleepers are overtaking our energy, screw them. It is tit for tat. Would they do it for you? If the answer is no, don't do it for them. All right, Stephen. It gets easier the more you do it, saying no. Yeah. And I'm still working on it too. I still am so afraid of confrontation, of saying how I really feel a lot of the time. That's why I ghost people instead of just saying, hey, I don't want to talk to you anymore because you pissed me off doing this, you know? Sheep, act with fortitude and cooperation. Stephen, this is your card. Let's see what it has to say. Your guidance today is to cooperate with others. Realize that together you can accomplish greater things than if you work alone. Your aspirations can more easily be fulfilled if you act from the heart and the right brain. So open your heart today and listen to your inner wisdom. Visualize your goal being achieved with love, happiness, and joy. That's manifestation. Visualizing goals with love, happiness, and joy. Whether it's acting in harmony with your family or friends or working as a team with your colleagues, the outcome will be satisfying for you all. Be kind, calm, and centered. It is through sacrificing self and personal ambition that everyone will win and a flame of hope will ignite within you. So learning how to work with others in this community, and you're no exception, we are born loners because people hurt you, you know? People screw you over and people hold love over your head, you know, and it's been the way of my life, my entire life. So we naturally want to stay out of the spotlight. We want to work alone. Most of us, you know, some of us are outgoing, but for the most part, that outgoingness goes away the older we get, you know, because we realize the pain that's involved with putting yourself out there to too many people. And the universe is seeing that in you, Stephen. Or Steve, I'm sorry. There's so many Steves and Stevens in this chat right now. So the universe is saying to give people a chance this week. If a project comes up at work or you're able to work with others, try your best to do that. That doesn't mean you have to get along with everybody. That doesn't mean you have to butt kiss. Just be kind, cooperative, and, you know, nice. And just be who you really are, though. Don't be a people pleaser and don't be you know, standoffish. Just be who you are and people will accept you. The right people will accept you. And this is a good way to bring more people who are on the same wavelength or energetic field, in the same energetic field as you into your life to brighten up your community. If you're looking to manifest something, be clear about what it is you want this week. I feel like even though the universe can't get confused, it likes to play little games. Like if you want to manifest, you know, I don't know. It's like they're going to play, the universe is playing little word games with you this week. Like be sure that you are clear and concise about what it is that you want and continue to push that energy out into the universe. Act as if you already have it. An attitude of gratitude this week and always, really. Let me grab that Soul Helper Oracle deck.
Yep, I was just going to say.
Popular rapper became head city councilman of New Jersey last week. Really?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Chris, what's his name again?
I saw something like that, but I was like,
yeah, and I can't remember his name because I'm not much of a rapper kind of guy. So
something else going on in Patterson, to be honest with you. Patterson always has something weird like that going on. But I believe it. We have a lot of rappers here. All kinds of people. Yeah, so put yourself out there. Go out on a limb for someone this week. But be yourself. Don't change who you are ever for anybody. The time for that is over. All right, I'm going to use the Soul Helper Oracle for both Tiff and Ari. Tiff, the time for romance has come. Tiffany, see it as an opportunity for a radiant life. Card number 22. What do you see when you look at this card? Do you see purity and innocence? Do you hear the soft, almost imperceptible whisper of the wind or the gentle rustle of a dress as its hem glides over the ground? Can you smell the scent of the lush rose blossom? Do you hear the sweet birdsong and see the golden light of the sun as it descends in the sky, at once saluting the day and bidding farewell to daylight? It has been far too long since you gave yourself to the romantic side of life. Your mind, your sensible side, is always fighting against it. Listen to your soul, which is letting you know that it's time to surrender. Become the queen of the roses, the king of the ivy, the colors of the rainbow. Clothe yourself in the light of the stars. To keep following the path of your soul, you must allow romance a firm place in your life. It will make you pause for a moment and show you the world through the eyes of a lover. Only then will you recognize its true colors and radiance. Only then will you be attractive to all that you want to attract. Then your innermost magic will unfold silently like the scent of a rose that is both entrancing and healing. Day by day, make a conscious decision and act upon it. Day by day, you will see how your life becomes richer, more radiant, and easier. Your helpers for the next week: power animal, hummingbird, herbal essential oil, immortelle, healing crystal, rose quartz, master number 22. So I have been sending out crystal boxes, which are all different types of crystals that will work together to help you manifest, help you rid yourself. So hit me up about those. Those are going to be on my website. As soon as I get paid on the 21st, I'm paying a professional at GoDaddy to put up my website once and for all. And I'm super excited about it because I offer so much stuff that I feel like a lot of you guys don't know about. I also am getting on Friday a new case of 4-ounce spray jars for the manifestation spray. So, all right, Tiffany, it's time for romance. And you might be thinking like, who, me? I don't know if you're... I hate these mumble rappers. They go da-da-da-dee. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Yes, it is a really beautiful card. It gives me like this whole vintage vibe feel.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know if you're married or in a relationship. If you already are, it's time to bring the romance back. It's time to accept the other person at their faults, be the bigger person, offer forgiveness, offer amends, go out on a limb and try to do something romantic, okay? Bring the spice back in. This doesn't have to be sexually romantic. It could be. I mean, it's, you know, your partner. If there's not anyone in your life, there is someone coming in, and this person is a soulmate. Now, you can have more than one soulmate. It's not a twin flame. A soulmate is coming in a romantic capacity, probably this week. Could be by the end of the month, but anyone new that you meet that you feel like you're vibing with. Again, if you're in a relationship, because I'm seeing this soulmate connection with the heart. So, if you're in a relationship, then you're with a soulmate. This doesn't mean, like I said, it's not twin flames. So it doesn't mean you're bound forever through lifetimes. It does mean, though, that this person will always and has always been in your life, despite the lifetime or regardless of the lifetime that you're in now. Accept opportunities for dates. Accept someone sending you flowers. Don't push away the idea of romance, especially this week and for the rest of the month of July too. The universe wants you to connect with this person. Johnny, you're so welcome. I can't get an answer from her. It'd be a lot easier for me if I knew if she was married, in a relationship, or single, because I'm getting the messages change depending on the situation. Either way, again, whether you're single or taken, it's time for romance. It's time to bring it back in. Be the initiator. If you meet someone, like if you're single and you meet someone that you like for whatever reason, even if it makes no sense at all, get it a voice in your head that's like, you need to spend more time with this person, go up and ask them out. Okay, so that makes it a lot easier on me. So I do see someone new coming in for you, and it is a soul-mated connection. Now, soulmates, as you guys know, are mates of your soul. A twin flame is the person that most people think of soulmates like, but no, that's your twin flame. So there is someone coming in, and I would say in a friendship and or work capacity. As far as your marriage, it's time to bring the romance back. You have to be the initiator. You have to, nun life, monk life. You have to be the one, to offer the forgiveness, to offer the grace, the universe is asking you to. It's asking you to give in. Maybe a bath with some rose hip oil or some rose oil, lotus oil, geranium, some flowery oils might open you up a little bit, open up your senses to love. Sleeping with a rose quartz crystal underneath your pillow, something like that. The universe is asking you to open your heart back up to your husband, at least this time. I don't know what he did, what he didn't do. I don't know what the issue is. And if it's a case where like you guys are breaking up, there, like I said, there's a soulmate coming in of the opposite sex. So that could be an opportunity there too. Without knowing your personal situation, it's a little hard, but you need romance in your life and you need to be the initiator. If you want to take this new person, if you feel like this new person is, you know, someone you should be going out on a date with or going, you know, for a coffee with, go and do it. The universe is telling you yes. You'll know if your husband's your soulmate connection or not. You'll know. So if he's not, then unfortunately, this next person coming in, and you probably will meet them this week. Ray says that all the time. He'll be of a certain age tomorrow, and he hates when I tell people his age, but he's like, I'm just not there yet. He's like, he has more energy than me. He's one of those always happy mother effers that like you just want to smack because like nothing gets to them. All right, Ari. So this soulmate connection, you'll know more than me if it's your husband or not. If it's not, then I would take the opportunities coming in, definitely with this new person. The universe is putting you to the test. Can you open your heart to love despite the pain that you've been through and what you've been put through in your life? Can you or can't you? Tomorrow is your daughter's birthday. I think, first of all, it's crazy. Hi, Cisco, that RJ and your daughter have almost the same birthday, but even crazier that Ray and your daughter have the same birthday. These cancers, man, I'm telling you. RJ was born at the exact time that he is a triple cancer, sun, moon, and rising. So totally emotional, super like his moods change, super sweet though, super sensitive, total mama's boy. Like that's the heading for a triple moon child or a triple moon person is a mama's boy. Triple moon male, I guess I should say. All right. I'm Pisces with Aries rising. Like, you get more opposite, right? I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you? Okay. Aries. Rise above the dark days of life. Do not fight them, but have faith that the light will always return. And that's card number 13. You've had your share of good and bad times. Night falls, cool and gray, but day will dawn, bringing the sun and light, warm, soft, and healing on your skin. Do not struggle when there's nothing to struggle against. You are neither night nor day, but instead you rise serenely above both. You are neither darkness nor light. You simply absorb them and transform them into something new. There is nothing that the outside world can give you. The only things that matter are the light in your heart and the voice in your soul. Meditate in silence and without distraction from thoughts of anger, rage, or sadness. Rise above these feelings. You are not your rage or your anger, nor are you the sadness that tries to make you feel bad about yourself. You are always the person you decide to be, the person you want to be. This is always within your power. The warrior within you is a servant of the light and brings you centeredness and meditation. Your inner warrior light is the source of wisdom and stillness, bringing every weapon to bear to shatter the shadow of depression with its icy hands when its icy hands reach out for you. Connect powerfully with the resonance of your inner warrior and do not reject it. This part of you is blessed with knowledge and is more familiar with peace than any other, precisely because it is this aspect of your personality that protects the peace within you. Warriors rise calmly above all potential threats because they know fear. They know it so intimately that it no longer holds any fear for them. I think it's supposed to say that it holds no longer any fear for them. Your helpers for the next week: power animal, panther, herbal essential oil, cedarwood, Healing Crystal, Snakeskin Jasper. And the number 4, and I will show you why I'm laughing. This is Snakeskin Jasper. You're on mute. I keep this on me at all times because it holds that peace and serenity. Yeah.
Is that the one I sent you?
No, you got me the Sodalite.
Blue one, wasn't it? Okay.
Snakeskin Jasper. It's also called something else. Serpentine, I think it's called. I keep it on me at all times. Ufologist, by the way, Gemma, you were right weeks ago about the unorthodox opportunity not to scoff at. I took it and made an old man very happy and paid my bills. Hilton, why would you be off the list? So
you're not off the list, you're next.
What this is saying is that
after Mac. Sorry.
It's okay. It's time for you to start learning more about who you really want to be. How do you want other people to see you? Who do you want other people to see you as, right? Like, I'm Gemma Jade, and Gemma Jade is everything that the quote-unquote real me wants to be. And that's not to say I lie about anything or I'm faking anything, but I'm much happier. I'm in a much higher vibration. I have a lot more light when I'm dealing with you guys and when I'm in the role of teacher to my clients or, you know, oracle to you guys than I am when I'm just mom and wife and housekeeper and maid and servant and all those other things that I feel that I am throughout the day, and I get angry, right? So I strive every day to be more like I am when I'm around you guys, right? Because that is the vibration I always want to vibrate at. That's a frequency I always want to vibrate at, right? There's nothing fake or false about it. It's acting as if. Both those sides of me are physical mediums. Both those sides of me, you know, have the knowledge in my brain and my heart that I have. But there's a big difference because I feel like Gemma vibrates at a higher frequency than, you know, I do. The reason for that is because Gemma is confident. Gemma has you guys, right? So I feel like you should start looking at how the world perceives you and how you want the world to perceive you. And this is, again, it's not about being fake. It's not about putting on an act, but it is about acting as if. Act as if you are that vibrant and not fearing, very high vibrational human being. Acting as if you are who you already are who you want to be. Acting as if you already have all of the things that you've been wishing for, that you're trying to manifest. When you are grateful to the universe, when you say your thank yous, thank you for being financially stable and financially independent, even if you're not. Why? Because you know that you will be. My favorite thing to say is I spend money because I spend money the way I do because I'm manifesting more. I'm acting as if more is coming. You know, that is a great excuse, but it actually is a good way to look at it. I'm not saying go broke, but I'm saying, like, you know, if you want that $100 pair of sneakers, you know, buy it and just think to yourself, like, more money's going to come. No big deal. Obviously, like, money's probably not the best example to give, but you know what I mean? Like, go out on a limb and trust the universe to catch you if and when you fall, especially this week. Okay. I feel like you're going to, yeah, I know, Tiffany, I know. I feel like you're really going through this period in your life where you're trying to figure things out. And yes, we all are going through those periods all the time, but I feel like you're really starting to get a glimpse of your soul's purpose, of the reason, again, the lessons that you've learned, the pain that you've been through, and that fear, that having no fear of what's going to happen next, right? Because you're free of fear, because you've already dealt with pretty much all of it, and you've already come through such a strong and amazing person. So I think this week is a time of reflection, and also, though, a time of decision. You know, what are your next steps to continue manifesting and creating the life you want and the person you want to be? Ufologists, that's okay. But it doesn't have to be a challenge as long as you continuously manifest. And, you know, the universe is being extra good to us sensitives because the energy is so bad. So this is our best time to reach out and like try to start manifesting, because the universe is vibrating things back to us so much quicker without so many of the hard lessons, because the universe as a thing feels our pain coming out from the sleepers kind of overtaking the energy the past couple of weeks.
Okay, Mac Taylor's not answering, so we're going to go ahead and do Hilton because he was actually right after her. So I screwed up my order.
Thought I read for Mac already.
No, you read for Madison. Did you read? Oh, you did. I had her on there twice. Okay, that explains a lot. Let's go ahead.
I was just a little confused. I was like,
Yeah, I'm like, I thought you did too. And it's just one of those nights. You know what I'm going through.
Don't worry about it. Oh, they taste so good, but they're burning. You're so welcome. Thank you, guys.
So, Hilton, you're next, buddy.
Hilton, I'm using Wisdom of the House of Night.
I'm losing my cookies.
Hey, Jessica.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, what are you eating?
It's burning. It's literally burning my taste buds off, but they're so good. They're my favorite candy in the whole world, Sour Skittles. Ghostdragonzw sends me like
Jollies.
Red Jollies I need for my sugar. These I just
I've been trying to find them, and they're like scarce right now.
I'm so tired of the red ones, to be honest with you. You sent me 6 pounds last time.
That's why I sent you the sour Jolly gummies. I saw them; they were new, so I figured I'd send them.
Can I just show you guys something real quick? Okay. Plus the one I'm eating. Okay, share side.
I'm a candy junkie. I send her.
Plus the 2 bags I already have open.
And the ones I write all over. Those are the ones I write all over. And I wrote all over those.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Oh yeah.
I have my sugar gets low, and I haven't been able to make a doctor appointment, so I'm kind of like I'm not big on candy per se, but it does help. And then I still have all of these that I haven't eaten yet because I have to eat them when I'm in the mood for cinnamon. And then there's my 2 cases of Red Bull downstairs. So okay, Hilton.
Have you drinking yet? You've been drinking.
No, they're not all gone yet. So he tried to send me the kiwi apple Red Bull, my absolute favorite that I can't find anymore. It's become a literal quest, okay? And twice he tried to send it to me, paid a ton of money for it, and the post office stole it.
Yep.
Like
but they were nice. They refunded my money.
Stole my Red Bull. No, they refunded his money, but the flippin' post office is stealing people's Red Bull. Okay, Hilton, you got the Warrior. Card number 2. Oh, that's a good idea. I'm trying to act like this with this batch of candy is like going to be the last for me because I am trying to lose weight. But between the Red Bull and the candy, like
I'll send her carrot sticks from here on out.
So good. My beloved child, when the Warrior appears to you, it is such a fortunate sign that no matter what is happening to you in your life, you are truly protected. Whatever you're experiencing right now, all will be well. If your question is regarding love, this card represents someone who is deeply committed, protective, and kind to you. Friendship and love are sacred, and these qualities are important for a relationship to grow. If this person doesn't have these qualities, then you need to move on, for I will send you someone with a true warrior spirit instead. Remember, life is about learning and discerning who is true and who is not. There's another message here to consider. Do you embody these qualities in yourself? Now is a good time to think about how committed you are to your path. So thinking about how committed you are to your path, obviously that's a big one, right? They're good. Yeah, Welch's. But also the person in your life, if you have a significant other, the universe wants you to reevaluate that relationship. Is it equal give and take? They say when you fall in love, a woman becomes the man's weakness and the man becomes the woman's strength. Is there that balance there, right? Or is it one person, you or the other person, constantly giving and giving and giving and getting their own way and never compromising at all? So if you're single, I feel like there is someone coming in who, I mean, it's probably going to be love at first sight. And I do feel like this is going to happen by the end of summer. Okay. Somebody coming in who you're just going to click with, everything vibes, chill. This person could be the one, right? If you're in a relationship, Hilton, okay, so you're single, so you're not in a relationship. Okay, so someone is coming in for you. It's up to you if you're going to accept this, that this person is the one, if you're going to take what they say at face value, if you're going to understand the energetic connection that you have with this person, you can keep them as friends. Or also trying to evaluate how you are in relationships. You know, are you ready for this person? You have probably till like the first week of September to figure it out, because I see them coming, but like down the line a little bit, not too much down the line. So prepare for it and kind of take a look at your goals. Also moving out of relationships, are you dedicated to, like we were just talking about, being dedicated to manifesting, to acting as if, to staying grateful despite the hard times, despite the lack, you know, staying grateful and staying dedicated and devoted in times of lack as well as in times of abundance. Okay, this may be a time of lacking for you, or it may be a time of abundance. Either way, are you staying grateful to the universe? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing on an energetic level, on a spiritual level? Are you learning your lessons? Are you shirking responsibilities? These are all questions the universe wants you to ask yourself. And if you're on the up and up, then hey, the universe is patting you on the back. If not, if you answered no to any of those questions, you have some work to do. I do see someone, I don't want to say a soulmate, but I do see someone that you connect with like immediately. And it's going to be mutual. And don't let you your insecurities kind of blind you to the fact that it is mutual, and then you end up missing out on a really, really good thing.
Okay, and
Dargo, I'm gonna have to try that out. The first few don't hurt, but
as many as you put in your mouth, I'm surprised you're not blowing smoke.
After it burns my taste buds off, then it hurts. I gotta give my rest.
You're after Ocean Mist. If Kai's here, Chris is still here, you'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. About 8. That's if everybody's here. So Monica, you're not really that far away.
Angels and ancestors, I know. Yeah, I'm gonna put them away because it is actually painful. Like, I don't know, like why it doesn't happen to everybody. It just happens to me with sour stuff. Those are really sour though. Like,
go still as M&Ms.
For Skittles, I already did. I need permission to steal his M&Ms. And then
like she knew it was your favorite deck?
I did know it was her favorite deck. Actually, you just said it.
Yeah. What is it, an owl? Oh, no.
Yeah, and what is it? What card is it?
Take a guess. Guess, and let me have it.
It's amazing.
Broken Arrow.
Again, the broken arrow. Peace.
How many times have you gotten that?
3 out of like 5 times. Yeah.
I was going to say, quite a few times.
You guys see me shuffle, so. Yeah.
Something's trying to tell you something, woman.
She's already ascended. You've already ascended. It's just fantastic. You really are everyone in here is special, have our own abilities, and are sensitive in our own way. But I know you really, you vibrate so much higher than the people around you. It's a wonder you're still sane. I can't believe this. This card specifically, there are a few cards in this deck that like you get them twice and it's amazing, but like 3 out of 5 times. And last time you got the arrow. So, and you got to let me know that. I'll use it on you. Let go of the need to defend yourself and prepare to offer peace because you are safe. Just as the arrow card symbolizes defense and protection, the broken arrow card symbolizes peace. In Native American traditions, a broken arrow would mean that tribes were no longer fighting one another, but were making alliances. When you see a broken arrow in a meditation, vision, dream, or reading, it is a message that you no longer need to fight because peace has arrived. This is a powerful symbol of harmony, serenity, and community. If you've been exposed to a situation in which you have felt the need to protect yourself or defend what you feel is right, know that this is now coming to an end. With the arrival of the broken arrow card, you are being guided to know that the energies of light are entering to wash away all the darkness. You can drop your shields and protection. You are now in a situation that will honor you and honor your needs. Arguments are ending and disagreements are being resolved. Prepare to talk things through and offer the peace that you would like to enjoy. In order to move forward in a more fearless way, it's important for you to let go of the idea that you can be hurt by this situation or the people involved, because this will work against you. Know that your angelic guides and ancestors are standing around you, protecting you and taking you lovingly forward. There is no need for you to defend yourself. There's no need for you to fear whatever situation has got you kind of worried or worrying about whatever it may be. There's no reason for it. The universe, your guides, your angels, all your spiritual ducks are in a row. It's your humanity that's kind of holding you back and giving you that fear and kind of that thought of, you know, what if this, what if that, what if the other. Doesn't matter. For this week, the universe really wants you to kind of sit on that pedestal and not look down at people, but just look at all the people around you that are on your same level and don't even play with. I don't know why play with. I was going to say, I can't even find the word now. Play with popped into my head, so that has to mean something. Don't even worry about the people that are below you. And this is a great time, at least this week, and I see it going towards the end of the month for you for peace. You just have to believe it can be so. And if that peace is ghosting these MFers who keep causing this drama and like trying to manipulate and use you, the people that you've learned after so many years of not being able to do it to say no to, ghost them. That's my universal advice for this week. It's okay to ghost people who are not respecting you, who are not respecting your boundaries. It's okay to put them on block. That's it. Let them get their info secondhand. I know you know who I'm talking about. You have to, because this is not random. Like, these cards, as random as they are, they're not random. Everyone gets the card they're supposed to get. Everyone gets the message they're supposed to get. Even if your card doesn't resonate, which, you know, almost never happens. Nobody's ever said to me that their card didn't resonate. One time someone did, and then the next week they came in and they were like, oops, I was wrong. It actually did. So it is what it is, guys. I'm just the messenger. I'm not giving you all this advice.
Give me a second, Cisco, and I'll tell you how far you are. Is Ocean's Deep Blue here, and Ocean Mist? Okay, they left. Ocean Mist is still here because they asked, and they weren't really that far away. Yes, you can do her next.
All right. Let's do.
Ocean Mist, you're next. You're right now.
Ocean's Mist. Yeah, Blue Heron, you know, there's only so much I can say to you about that, because you and I are so much alike. I kind of know what advice you're going to be willing to take, and what you're just simply, because of the person that you are, you're not going to be able to. Like, as a human being, you're just not going to be able to take some advice, you know, and I understand that. I'm going to give it to you anyway because it's what comes in. But I don't judge any of you for anything. You know, I'm just the Oracle. This is not my advice. You know, if this was Gemma's advice, you guys would be like, please don't take it because I know nothing. Mike, I'm glad that you did become a believer, and we have so much more work to do. Thank you guys so much for the validation. Smooches, smooches. All right. So this is Ocean's Mist, Destiny's Portal. This is another one where the card meanings are so long, I kind of shorten them a little bit. I'll give you what's there, but just to a lesser degree. So you got White Magic, card of love. White Magic. There are times when our focus is on getting things done, and our energy, if it were a color, would be red, yellow, or orange. Sometimes we are growing nurturing something, and our energy would be green. When we are in pain or mourning, we may say we're feeling blue, but our energy would look black. If love is filling our lives, then pink would be the color of the day. I don't subscribe to this. I'm just saying this was written by a human. All of us see different colors for different things in auras. There's no universal color unless you were taught that, and then that'll be your color. So just putting that out there. Magic isn't really colored, but colors are associated with magic and do have power. How do we use white magic or energy? Many people associate it with peace, harmony, and healing. All of us have times in our lives when we need healing, be it physical, spiritual, mental, or emotional. Some of us psychic, believe it or not. Depending on the severity of your pain, the services of a professional may be called for, not an oracle, no matter how otherwise useful said oracle may be. That said, there are cases where you can find healing, peace, and comfort on your own or from those closest to you. Also, there will be times when you will be called on to provide healing or to restore harmony yourself. Our white magic witch represents the ability to heal and find the serenity that lives in all of us. She is draped in white and purple, the colors of spirituality, purity, and power. She wears a pentagram at her neck, a sign of the dominion of spirit over the earthly elements. Her white candles shine the light of peace and goodness against the darkness of discomfort and evil. Shimmery drops of light fall from her hair. The pale moths represent the transformative effects of healing power. Oracle message. You or someone you care about is in pain. This card brings with it the power and promise of healing and peace. Comes right after the broken arrow. Another card of healing and peace. However dark and uncomfortable it has been, a soothing, gentler time approaches. This card can also represent you in the role of healer and or peacemaker. If you find yourself called to help someone else, answer that call. If you focus on the center of white magic within your soul, you'll be able to make a difference in someone else's life. So someone reaching out to you for guidance, Ocean's Mist. Someone reaching out to you, Ari, I really hope so. Reach out anytime to my email. I usually give my number to you guys for texting. I don't do phone calls really, except for like the paid hours. But like I will text with you and help you in any way that I can. Someone's reaching out to you for guidance. Someone's reaching out to you for a sense of peace. I'm getting the element of forgiveness here, and this is like the third or fourth time this has come up tonight. Someone's reaching out to you for like an amends. Like, hey, I need you to forgive me for this. It might be someone you can't forgive, or you can't. I don't want to say you can't forgive. It might be someone you've already forgiven, but you haven't reached out because you don't want a relationship with them. Forgiveness does not ever have to equal reconciliation, because forgiveness is for you, okay? So, Ocean's Mist, if someone is reaching out asking for forgiveness, let them know they're forgiven, but that's the end of it if that's how you feel. You are going to be put in this role this week and in the coming weeks to help someone heal from something, but I feel like it's like best done from a distance. So that forgiveness without that reconciliation, right? Like if it's someone who's hurt you really bad in the past in a romantic relationship, you want to forgive them, but you don't want to give them an opening to think it's okay to come in and, you know, be in a relationship again. Like that's not like Blue Heron. This is perfect for you, right? It's okay to offer that forgiveness. It's okay to be there for them if you feel like you could be or can be of assistance. But it's not okay to let them stomp all over your boundaries and break down all the walls that you've since put up aimed in their direction, okay? A time of peace and healing is also coming in for you. Somehow, I don't know how, this is only one card, but I do see the white light washing over you and coming out of your heart center. The more you receive, the more you're going to be able to give. So in the next week, for the rest of the month of July, really be open to forgiveness, peace, and healing. Really believe in your heart and from your heart that it is possible, and that it's possible for you to help others as well. Don't doubt yourself for a second, because then you're going to be rendered ineffective, if that makes sense.
Hey, Melissa, she came in and said something to Aunt Edna, and I haven't seen her since. So, Melissa, are you still here, honey? Because I called you earlier and you weren't gone, and now you're up again. So, are you around? You too, Mike. You take care of yourself, man.
You're welcome. Good night, Vixen.
Sorry. Okay, Melissa, I'm going to skip you if you don't say nothing. Okay, let's go Chris Jarvis then. And if Miss Melissa comes back in, I'll get her.
Monica, you're going to be up soon, baby girl. All right, Jarvis. Yep.
We're going plowing through them pretty fast, so.
Jarvis, let's do Soul Helper since I have it out. All right, Blue Heron, you have a great night. I hope your patient's doing well. I've been praying. I actually really, really love that movie. It reminds me of me and Ray a little bit. A little bit, guys. Don't let your imaginations run too wild. All right.
You mean you watched something other than Hamilton?
Not lately. And I found a makeup case that says eat, sleep, Hamilton repeats.
That's what you do.
That is basically what I do, guys. I was saying when I was much younger, I had a history teacher mention, like, she was kind of like I am, but I was trying to like block all that out because I was really young. I was like 10 or 11 years old, and she had mentioned that I had a connection to him. Either sister or sister-in-law or wife, which meant absolutely nothing to me because who knows anything about him. And then when I was older, as a teenager, I had the same thing happen, which again meant absolutely nothing to me. So now I'm like, why am I so obsessed with this movie? And now I know why. I probably had some kind of connection to him because I am obsessed. All right. Chris Jarvis, Soul Helper. I miss Mairead. I know she's not mad and I know she's sleeping, but dang, I miss her. Awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. Melissa Nicole, you're going to have to be next. Where do you keep going?
She's all right. She's making me bacon, sliding it in my window.
All right, Jarvis, dive deep into the core of your emotional world where a special alchemy lies hidden. Surrender completely to the magic of your feelings and discover deep within you an irrepressible creative light that is ready to create beauty. Your feelings know no reason, rules, or barriers. They are like water, simply streaming and flowing over all obstacles or carrying them along in their wake. The time has come to take control of your emotions, but without building walls or imposing limitations. Bring calm and serenity to your innermost feelings so that you can find and make use of the magic that lies within. Once you have brought calm into this world and mastered it, allow your feelings to govern your soul path. Sense this path and feel it. Then follow it as it is the path of your heart, the path of your pure feelings. Surrender completely to life and to the creativity deep within you. Use your imagination, be expressive, dance and sing, laugh and play. Free yourself. Some might think you foolish or totally naive or indeed laugh at you, but they will recognize the wisdom of your actions in the end. The path of the soul is the path of the heart too. It lies in a dimension that our minds are unable to comprehend. Your helpers for the next week: power animal koi, herbal essential oil lotus, healing crystal moonstone, and the number 3. You're a Pisces, aren't you? Those are very Pisces things. The koi fish, moonstone. The number 3 and the Lotus. All right. So Jarvis, this is basically telling you that until you connect to your own emotions, it's going to be really hard for you in the long run to connect to anybody or anything else emotionally. I don't think this is talking about romance. I'm getting something having to do with work, okay? You may be emotionally detached to a situation and therefore not able to understand where everyone else is coming from. And you have to understand that, again, like the card said, you know, emotions are off somewhere that our minds, like, that's the difference, right? So try to understand where other people are coming from this week. Try to put yourself in their shoes. Try to act as if someone, try to act as if you were feeling the way someone else is feeling. What is that called? Empathy, right? Not that you don't always have empathy, but I feel like you have like extra reason this week. I feel like you somehow pissed someone off or multiple people off, or they're just mad at you or because they're jealous of you, or like there's something going on. So instead of reacting and telling them like, F you, I didn't do anything, just try to see where they're coming from, whether you're right or wrong, whether you know you're right or wrong. Just try to maybe diffuse the situation by being like, you know, hey, I didn't realize I did this. Like, I'm sorry. Or like, you know, I'm sorry you feel that way, but, you know, it wasn't an intentional thing. You know, you're completely wrong. Instead of arguing the point with someone who's already made up their mind, be the bigger person. And if you don't want to say anything at all and just walk away, that's fine too. But if it has something to do with work, you may have a hard time doing that because it's your job. Because I hope that makes sense.
Man, I hit those trolls so hard that they never came back. You missed it, didn't you?
Yeah, we had trolls in here.
Yeah, they came in with the nudie stuff.
Oh, yeah, look at that. I told you it was a very Pisces card.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Melissa. Let's do the Gothic Oracle.
I'd like to see Melissa in Gothic. That'd be kind of crazy. I'm going to send you a picture of me when I was a punker, if I can find one.
That would be funny.
Spiked hair, and I didn't do piercings, so I had round sunglasses.
I had piercings. I had a lot.
I couldn't do them. I'm so allergic to certain metals. I kept breaking out. They tried to pierce my ear, and they almost had to cut my ear off. So.
All right, Melissa, you got card number 35. Journey at dusk, new beginnings and opportunity. As you work your way through life's obstacles, you will suddenly turn a corner and arrive at a clear path. If you've been living life in the fast lane, you might find some time to slow down, and you must find some time to slow down and take each day as it comes. The need to move quietly forward is important now. You do not have to rush decisions, just take them as they come. Making the right choices is imperative to show I'm sorry, this is written so weird because it's translated from Italian. Making the right choices is imperative to how things will work out in the future, so do not stress. The worst is behind you. The future is looking bright, but remember, you've been through a lot lately. Now be kind to yourself and take things at the pace you choose. So, hey, Larry, welcome. So, it's kind of like you don't have to figure everything out all at once. Like, you just have to take the next step forward. You've been through a lot. It's kind of time for rejuvenation of mind, body, spirit, and soul, of emotion, right? Take some time out this week and just think of like, what do you want to do next? What is the next thing that you want to accomplish, like very short term, you know? And then make a little bit of a longer term goal, and then even, you know, maybe a year. But it is time to start planning instead of just doing, you know, like start planning things out, start planning on what your next move is instead of just waiting for the time to come and making a snap decision. Not that that hasn't kind of served you well, like you've been doing fine with that as best you can, but the universe is asking you to slow down, start thinking things through, because bigger and harder decisions are coming in for you. Take this week as like a time of peace, a time out, you know, no major decisions, no contract signing, nothing like that. Larry is going through a pretty beautiful, actually, spiritual awakening. He's ascending kind of right before my eyes. I've been with him from the very beginning, and now to see him in this shift, I'm probably, well, actually I am. I just haven't told you yet. We're going to have him on as a guest on Tuesday to talk about, he wants to talk about how I've helped him, but I really want him to talk about his process and like his journey. And that's not going to be an always thing where we interview people, but if I have a client who is really coming along and,
I said I had no problem with it.
Oh, I saw you mouth something. I'm like, he's not on mute. Who's really coming along and who has come such a long way. And I've seen like kind of this infant spiritualism move into this almost ascension. I really want other people to hear about that. So I'm going to be working on the thumbnails for that in the next couple of days. You guys are so welcome. Who's next? Shelly?
Yeah, if she's still here. Or in Nut Slap, if he's still here.
Nut Slap!
Get it slapped.
Good,
buddy.
Larry. That's good. I want you to.
Yeah, it's always good to get it all.
He's come a really, really long way.
Good. Okay, so neither one of them are yelling back, and I want to keep the flow going. So I think Chili Charlie left.
Chillin' Charlie usually comes in to say hi and leave.
I know. Let's go. Is Ya? I can't even say her name. Torres still here?
Zira?
Yeah, are they still here?
Jerome, hi.
I was just gonna say hello to him.
I'm glad that you stopped in. I've been promising you a personal for so long. Today was Archie's 4th birthday. Can you believe it? He's 4. I feel amazing, but I also feel old. Diogenes, I can't pronounce it.
Diogenes.
Jerome, I hope you're doing better, at least a little bit.
Okay, well, we're just gonna go ahead. If they're not here, wow, a lot of people did leave. Dargo, you still here?
I just saw him.
Dargo? Yep, right there he is. Go ahead and do Dargo.
All right, Zargo, let's do...
Monica, you'll be next.
Ancestor spirits. Yeah, I just can't pronounce that one word. Diogenes.
Diogenes.
Diogenes?
Diogenes.
Diogenes. A lot
I
of
do
people...
good up until that.
Sci-fi master's fine. That's good.
Yeah. The man of many names.
I'm going to be putting out content on my channel again. I did have to take some time
off.
off.
Is here.
But I also have to get working on the 3rd book because that's due next month. And I only have 3 semi-chapters. All right, Larry. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. And
hello,
I can't
Larry. Bye.
Hear your story.
Take care.
On Tuesday.
Okay. Nut Slap is here, so we'll do Nut Slap after Dargo.
Okay. Dargo, this is you. Okay, so he's having a hard time typing, so that's why.
Okay.
Dargo, you got enjoy music. It's pretty straightforward, right? Ooh, reading the new book. You got to let me know what your favorite stories are. I accidentally gave my copy away. I thought I had a copy for myself, and I ended up giving it to my cousin, which totally worth it because I have it on Kindle. But I gave it away thinking it was one of my author's copies because I only got 5. Before I read this real quick, Jerome, did you see the magazine cover? So on my Instagram and like other places, I'm Miss Gemma Jade, right? So MISS Gemma Jade. That's my public name. That is who I am. Yeah, but look what they did, man. Why would they go to print with Mrs. Gemma Jade? like how competent. I'm sorry, I don't want to run them through the mud because I know they are a good magazine. The guy who owns that magazine is like a big time paranormalist, but I'm waiting to hear his response. All right, Dargo, enjoy music. Something positive and exciting is about to happen for you. This is a time of celebration for you and your loved ones. Enjoy this social time, which may include birthdays, pregnancy announcements, anniversaries, engagements, weddings, parties, and other festivities. Jerome, I know you're tired, but don't leave without a reading. Yeah, not good. Well, I am married, but my public name is not Mrs. Gemma Jade. It's Miss. Your ability to connect with and glimpse the future is heightened. Pay special attention to dreams and visions to prepare for a fresh opportunity. A period of darkness or inactivity is a time to resynchronize with family, friends, and your goals. Enjoy and honor who you are and where you're going. Focus on the changes you want to bring to your life. Stay positive and go with the flow. Enjoy the changes and beginnings that are now coming your way. A move to a new home or an exciting career change may be popping up for you. So, Dargo, this is kind of a lot to unpack. So, number one, I want to talk about your ability to glimpse the future being heightened. This doesn't mean that you're suddenly going to be psychic. This basically means that you're able to see further into your own future. You're able to accurately predict where you're going to be in 5 years because you're putting the work in, or you soon will be putting the work in to be able to get yourself there and be positive that that's what's going on, you know, or that's what's going to happen, rather. The enjoying music might be soothing to your soul, like it is for a lot of us, empaths and sensitives. But I also do feel celebration coming in. So either a marriage, the birth of a child, you know, everything that it listed there, it could possibly be something like a time to literally celebrate is coming in. Maybe not this week, but the next couple of months. You do have that knowing. Okay. And a lot of us in here do. So I feel like that's being activated, whether it's your own personal future or the future in general, like, you know, seeing it for other people. It's going to come through dreams, possibly even nightmares, and behind the eye visions. I've been getting a lot of those. Oh my God. Like,
I got it.
I've been getting a lot of those just like while I'm awake, like laying there in bed, close my eyes, and I see these visions. Damien gets them too. I don't know, but I see you getting them, and trying to really bring those messages to the people they're supposed to get to. Okay. Be confident in knowing that you're on the right path. The time of darkness, you're coming into a very light period, both figuratively and literally. Okay. So for this week, just relax. You know, like I told Melissa Nicole, make those decisions. Don't make any rushes to judgment. Don't make any rushes into any decisions, and kind of just chill for the week and enjoy this lightening of your spirit that's going on this week.
Okay, nut slap.
Nut slap.
Nut slap.
Thank you guys so much for remembering to also report. Nut slap.
Okay, Chillin', I got you. I'll make sure you get first. Once you show up next week, Chillin', I'm gonna get your reading. Okay? I didn't know. I would have gotten you in sooner.
Who?
Chillin', Charlie.
Oh, okay. Charlie,
tired.
I thought you left. I'm sorry.
No, he's good. He's good. We'll get him. I'll make sure I leave notes on people I missed, so I try to fit them in next week.
Okay, so nut slap.
Yep.
I try not to let them bother me. Okay, Jerome, make sure you do, okay? I do want to give you a personal reading. I'm just waiting for the birthdays to pass. Get some sleep, get some rest.
Good night, sir. You have a pleasant day tomorrow.
Sir Jerome.
That's what I say. Sir Jerome. Sounds like a night name.
He is. He's really awesome. That man helped save my life.
I know he did. I wouldn't have met you if it went for him.
You ever just meet someone that's just like an all-around good person, but they don't realize it?
Yeah, that's like over their head, but they're just so good.
Because that's just how he is, so he doesn't realize that it's something special.
Okay.
Yep, I'm still on. I'm just finishing up the last few here. All right, Nutslap, you got the llama. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. I love how this has ladybird, but it's actually a ladybug. But all right. Yeah. It doesn't say when at all. This is a card of pure love. It suggests your heart is warm and open, so you may let others impose on your good nature or drain you. Decide what is acceptable for you, then it is important to set clear boundaries. As we are all energetically entwined, it may be enough for you to define these boundaries mentally. However, your guidance is to be prepared to enforce them tactfully if necessary. Then you'll find it easier to follow your heart and be loyal, caring, and patient with your loved ones and those in need. Remember to find time to see positive friends and do things that make you feel relaxed and happy, as this will give you energy and keep your frequency high. It will benefit you to tune into the cosmic heart for love and support. So, next lamp, you're susceptible this week to possible people trying to take advantage of you, people trying to manipulate you, and take advantage of this kind of overwhelming goodness that you're feeling. A lot of us aren't feeling that right now because of the low vibrational energy that's kind of come in and sucked us all dry. All of us, by us, I mean us sensitives and empaths. But I feel like you're going to be able to see through these people, and it's up to you if you're going to say something about it or if you're just going to ignore them. The universe is asking you to show it that you can stand up for yourself with these boundaries. Like, hey, I know you're lying to me about what you need this money for. I know that you know, stuff like that, just being able to come out and say it plainly, clearly, and lovingly. Like, hey, I'm sorry that you're feeling desperate enough that you feel like you need to lie to me, but I know that you're lying and I can't reward this behavior. Like, whatever the situation calls for, the universe is asking you to verbalize that you know what these people are trying to do. Don't play the fool this week. Keep your heart open. Approach everyone with love, though. And remember, words, you know, the power of life and death is in the tongue. Words are like weapons. So be really careful about your approach, but definitely make sure there is an approach.
Okay, it's supposed to be Monica, but she's not answering.
Did she ask for a specific deck?
Not that I remember.
All right, Monica should still be here. If not, she'll be back. She usually doesn't leave without her reading.
I know she doesn't.
Did what? Ooh, Smoochie, what happened? She said, one girl I follow just heard her audience. She told her audience she did that on sub. That kind of disturbs me.
Okay. Yep, there she is. Hello, Monica.
All right, Monica. Yeah, try not to be this week. I feel like it's like someone is desperate enough to try to
play you for the words.
Yeah, to play you. Try to look at it that way. I always do, Monica. I thought for some reason you had meant, I already have it in my hand. Try to look at it that way. Like, this person is literally desperate enough to try to play me for a fool. Try to put yourself in their shoes and feel bad for them if you can. Just for this week. I mean, next week you can go back to being a little harsh. But I think the universe wants you to learn a lesson in approaching things and people, even those who are trying to, you know, use you and manipulate you, with love. And I think that's a good lesson that we all need to learn. You know, I still am learning it. So, all right, Monica, I'm using Nuit. Love the person, love the sin, hate the sinner. Love the addict, hate the addiction. Vasilisa the Beautiful, card number 11, Monica. My story, my cruel stepmother sent me to Baba Yaga's hut to get some fire. Luckily, I carried my magical doll with me. The witch asked me to perform some domestic tasks for her to earn my fire. My doll helped me. After a while, Baba Yaga sent me home with a skull lantern full of burning coals. Once at home, the coals burned my stepmother and stepsisters. I ended up marrying a tsar and lived happily ever after with my husband, father, and doll. My message, you are going to need courage and bravery because some hard times are a-comin'. You will have to accomplish very demanding tasks, yet don't be frightened. You will be helped all along the way. And through patience and perseverance, you'll find your way home. Keep going. Don't lose hope. In the end, your enemies will be neutralized, and you will get to start a new and happy chapter in your life. So yeah, hard times coming, trying to remember that these hard times don't last forever, and really depending on the universe, finding someone, at least one person you can depend on, but remembering magic, the magic of the cosmos and the universe and energy and vibration and spirit and all those things that help us when we call on them, or even when we just believe in our heart. We do say out loud, I have faith that the universe got this. You know, I give this, you know, to me, I'm religious, so I give it to God. You know, if you're not religious, give it to the universe. But you have to keep that inner knowing, not hoping. This is not about keeping the hope alive. This is about keeping the knowledge alive that this is all for your own greater good, and you will get through it, and you'll come through it stronger and such a better, brighter human being because of it. And I know you've gone through many of these things since I met you. Yes, please do. Please let me know how it was. Sunny Bear, hi. I know you've gone through, Monica, many of these hard times, and you keep coming out of them. I feel like they're mini dark nights of the soul. I feel like this is your long dark night of the soul starting another one. We have one like once every year or two. They come quick. I feel like you really just need to keep that knowledge that you are safe and protected, and that the universe knows what it's doing. Okay, it's not about hope, it's about knowledge. What's up, Sunny? AK, yes, please definitely let me know, okay? Because I just got a whole new case of 4-ounce bottles. I got the 8-ounce bottles for spell jars, and I've got so many different things that my crystal packs that I'm sending out. So, well, Dark Nights of the Soul, not Dark Holes, but I mean, it could be called that, I guess. Who's next?
Ufologist, then Cisco.
Ufologist, I'm going to use Halloween. Sunny Bear, I hope you're feeling better. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes, REM, Shining Happy People. Shiny happy people holding hands. Helpless.
I ain't gonna say anything. I'm not saying anything.
Okay, so Sci-Fi Master, I'll use this one for you too. Okay,
I'll put it down so we remember.
Yeah, I don't even remember who I'm reading for because I got that song in my head now. Who is it?
Ufologist.
Ufologist. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Ooh, Trick or Treat, Mischief and Play. Yes, Monica, get ready. There is some reason, there's some part of these dark nights of the soul that you're not getting the lesson from. It's like you keep repeating the same mistake. And this isn't an indictment or a judgment because we all do it. But the message that I'm getting is there's like something that the universe is trying to teach you through these dark nights. And it's like you keep going through the same one. So whether it be like getting into a bad relationship romantically, or putting yourself in dangerous situations, something that you keep doing over and over again. You know, see, there you go. It's not about hope. It's about knowledge. The knowledge. I know I can withstand this storm. I know I will. No, not to say it's no big deal because it sucks. Like you have to go through this again, but it's for your greater good. Oracles. Didn't find Bigfoot. Aw. What's up, Cassie? All right, ufologist. Stalking and stomping, eyes shining in begging baskets, faces and bodies that are no longer ours, laughing skeletons and candy caskets. Trick-or-treating is such a fun thing to do, is it not? Yet, why do we trick-or-treat? Ancient peoples understood that there were both mischievous and perhaps nasty spirits wandering around at nightfall on Halloween, as well as happier, more benevolent spirits. They thought that if they dressed as spirits themselves or other frightening creatures, then they would not be recognized as human and attacked. The idea of causing a little chaos as one of these spirits was a part of the imitation and the enjoyment of the night. The practice in medieval Britain was aptly called, quote-unquote, souling. Today, trick-or-treating is a huge event. We spend much time, money, and effort dressing up as our scariest creatures, and this has even extended to dressing up as our favorite celebrities and other pop culture idols. Instead of traditional candy apples and barmbrack, we give out a mind-boggling variety of candy. It matters not. The idea of frightening away... Ugh, something just touched me.
Huh?
Sorry, it was really cold.
Ooh, somebody brought something with them.
Oh.
Brr. I felt that here. Now that you got the shivers, I can tell you're shivering because I'm shivering.
Normally I just brush it off. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Ooh, sorry, that was creepy. Instead of traditional candy apples and barmbrack, okay, I said that already. I believe that modern trick-or-treating also unites communities by introducing our families and friends to those around us in a non-threatening and joyful way. Many of us do not know our neighbors or even those who live next door, and Halloween gives us an excuse not to be so reserved and extend our boundaries. Should you receive the trick-or-treat card in your divination, it may well be a time to examine the role of play and mischief in your own life. You don't have to be a child to let go and have some playtime, and you can extend the fun to others. Sometimes we are afraid to make mistakes, and play is one way to alleviate the pressure that we sometimes place on ourselves to get everything perfect every time. Alternatively, it's worth knowing that there is a balance between manipulation and mischief. The former is not pleasant, and the other has, at its core, a sense of irreverent fun. So, ufologists, it's time to get out there. It's time to have some fun, okay? I'm not saying egg your neighbor's home and toilet paper their trees. I don't know. Whatever that was, it invaded my personal boundaries that I put up when I read. So for it to touch me like that, I'm pissed, and I'm going to find out afterwards what that was. Who basically that was. It's breathing, like it needs to back up. It's not time for that. So you need to get out and have some fun, right? To say to hell with, niceties and like what people think is acceptable, again, not saying like do things that are illegal or like go streaking, but like get out and laugh, like go see a comedy movie, go out with friends, now's the time for you to get out and socialize with people. Do something that's fun for you, ufologists, go out and get the CE5 app and try to make contact. As soon as my Moldavite gets here, that's exactly what I'm doing. But do whatever kind of floats your boat, right? Whatever makes you happiest. And don't worry about how it looks. Dance like no one's looking. Go out into the rain and sing as loud as you can. Go into the middle of Walmart and sing at the top of your lungs. That's what I like to do because it freaks people out, but they can't technically kick you out because you're not bothering anybody. Stuff like that. Little mischievous things, Take a candy bar and put it in someone's like door handle. Someone like a friend, like don't do it to a random stranger because you can get like killed for that these days. Like put it in like where they lift up their door handle of their car in the summertime, so when they grab it, it's all melted chocolate. Even better if it has peanuts. Like to a friend, like practical joke, prank people. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Cisco, and she's here.
All right, Cisco. I'm gonna use Samhain. Put someone else's, like carry around someone else's business card, just not mine, and like put like a little note that says, I am so sorry, let me take you to lunch, and put like their business card on under someone's windshield wiper. First of all, they'll be wondering what the heck is going on with their car, and secondly, they'll be calling up like your friend or whoever's business card you left, like, what did you do to my car? Like, you owe me lunch. Fun things. Call up a pizza place and order one regular pizza, one cheese pizza, and one regular, one cheese, and one plain.
There you go.
Because they're all the same thing, and people get like really confused when you do that, especially if you call like Domino's or Pizza Hut. All right. Cisco, just waiting for you to say you're here, honey. Sunny, it's so nice to see you, Cassie.
She's here.
Okay.
She is here. She may just... Hi, D Hip House.
That's menial.
I know.
Okay, I got you. Crystals and herbs, card number 12. Oh, what medicine, what sacredness to behold. A dash of healing straight from mother's home. Oh, I turned right to it. I love when that happens. Very fortuitous. This card is an allegory for the profound healing that comes from working with Earth's medicine. Sometimes you have to come back to the basics, Earth energy. This means touching the Earth and her offerings, getting to know your crystals, herbs, essential oils, and the ground you walk on. Forest bathing or sleeping under the stars, finding a quiet stream or meadow, and speaking to your surroundings, talking to your plants or growing new ones. Invite Earth healing into your life in whatever way feels right to you, as the Earth is always here for you. But, like your guides, Mother Nature needs an invitation. Pulling crystals and herbs is an invitation to find a deeper connection with Earth energy. Mother Earth is calling you home, and that healing can be found within nature's language. The Earth element represents grounding, connection, stability, and strength. Nature nourishes and supports you in all things on this planet. Behold the sacredness that is Earth magic. You will feel more replenished as you develop your connection. This message is amplified if you felt burned out, if you're sleeping but are not rested, full but still hungry, or active but not energized. This card holds even deeper meaning for you, as it signals you've lost touch with the anchoring of working with Earth energy. This message is even more significant if you pulled the rooted card or feel called to read it. So we don't pull other cards, but that's the importance of getting a personal every once in a while, guys. I'm just putting it out there. So, all right. This is pretty basic, right? I mean, it pretty much is self-explanatory. To get back out there, to ground yourself literally, I always tell you guys how to do that, into the Earth, to spend some time under the moonlight as well as the sunlight, and to invite Mother Nature into your life. Learn about herb magic, learn about crystal magic, and if you don't want to do magic, if you don't want to learn about magic, okay, that sounds weird to you or off, that's fine. Learn about crystals, learn about herbs, learn about cooking herbs, and learn a new recipe. Do something to connect yourself with Mother Nature. Invite it in. Get a house plant if you can't grow a garden or don't feel like growing a garden. Do something to reconnect, okay? Because it's part of the process of being a sensitive, of being in this community, of really understanding our purpose and how to reach the energetic frequency that we're all looking to reach, whether we know it or not. So I would start by going out in the moonlight, and the full moon is, you know, this is the 3 days of the full moon. So I'd say tonight, if you can, get out there, bare feet in the earth, close your eyes, stand out like a tree. You don't always have to do it this way, but for you specifically, I would do it this way. Imagine the roots of a tree growing out of your feet and grounding you into your surroundings, to your area, to where you are, right? I do it on my property all the time, at least once a month. Or, you know, Anna, thank you. If that feels silly too, because I don't know what level you guys are on, like what you're willing to do and what you're not. And if you're not willing to do all that, if that sounds weird to you, then that's okay. Walk barefoot in the grass in front of your house for 10 minutes under the moonlight. 5 minutes. Who's next?
We're going to go do Smoochy Smoochy.
Smoochy Smoochy. Smoochy, I'm going to use the Lantern Oracle on you tonight. You're very welcome, Cisco.
No, seriously, Ms. Lissa, I'm usually pretty good about posting all that stuff, but I'm just trying to keep up.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, I really do appreciate you doing it.
I wear a cloak sometimes too when I'm out there cutting herbs or sitting over by my brook. I just got lucky enough that there was a babbling brook in my house and no build nature land next to me, you know, so but I do it. Howl at the moon. I don't care. I do it. Thank you. Sci-Fi Master says grounding is real. If you test your electrical field,
it is very real.
On your skin, it goes from a positive number to 0 when you stand in the earth.
Yep.
One more time. Who am I reading for?
Smoochie.
The cold, clammy hand that touched me. And
I know, messed with you.
Very aware of this person breathing down my neck right now in their death face. Okay, like, could you at least come to me not with half your head blown off? That would be great. All right, Smoochie. I can see it in the reflection. You guys can't.
Well, I see a shadow, but I don't. The tree kind of messes with me. Behind you? It's
somebody who was, they're over this this shoulder, and it's someone who was killed in the woods around me, an unsolved disappearance back in like the 20s.
Oh.
I know why they're here. I can't help them. I don't go to the police. Like, I don't solve murders. That's why I pulled out of true crime, and I've told them that they touched me and it felt gross.
Oh, I'm
Creative power, Smoochie. Sorry, card number 12. Release your alchemical energy into the world. Inspiration, like intuition, is a way of our spirit self reaching out to us. Our creative energy comes into full power when we immerse ourselves in realizing our vision. At the beginning of an inspired undertaking or journey, we are the living potential for a particular outcome or adventure. However, it is not until it is created or happens that we become the creator. In this sense, our process and actions shape us into a fuller expression of who we are. Creative energy changes what already exists into something else. As the living portal through which this happens, creativity and energy are and practice. Creativity is an energy and practice that will always change us. Exactly how is impossible to predict from the outset. The ongoing tension between knowing and not knowing what we are doing is the creative process at its rawest. Once we accept the call to creative action, we are on an often accelerated, wild, and primal ride that requires our trust, surrender, and dedication. Most of all, it requires our persistence throughout all that we do not anticipate the creative undertaking or life-changing challenge to involve. The featured mother is taking on this creatrix role for a child. However, that will be required from her throughout motherhood. What will be required from her throughout motherhood is unknown. She is and will continue to be guided by her inner knowing and external support represented by the tree root she holds. It may be time to release yourself from whatever is preventing you from making an avoided project, a significant change, or a persistent desire happen. The mother encourages you to trust this creative process and surrender to its power and your inherent resourcefulness. Let your spirit self's knowing guide you. She also wishes for you to take care of yourself in areas that feel particularly vulnerable during your creative process. Prioritize your needs. Ensure that they are met in a safe and stable environment. That way, your creative energy may flow constructively, optimally, and healthily through your mind, body, and emotions to manifest the best possible outcome. Again, always be sure to seek what you need and accept it when it shows up. Mother's message. Creative power is both of and beyond you, all your highest potential and knowing to breathe through you. Trust that, allow your highest potential and knowing to breathe through you. Trust that spirit self will only ever inspire you to expand and into embodying more of the love and light that you are. So this is a pretty long message, Smoochie. And I want to go back to a little bit of it here, where it's talking about releasing yourself from whatever is preventing you from making an avoided project, a significant change, or persistent desire happens. Trusting the creative process and surrendering to your own resourcefulness. So knowing that you have the know-how to proceed, okay? But allowing yourself to do that. 13 past midnight, hi! Knowing that you have the power to do that. That you can get through whatever it is, and you're able to create whatever it is that you want to. Literally anything. That's the power of manifestation and creation, okay? I am getting a birth announcement. Obviously, with the pregnancy here, I'd be crazy not to see that obvious connection here, but it could be like a neighbor. I see it like second or third hand, so I don't see it affecting you too much. It could, but probably not. And just the birthing of a creative process, an idea, starting a business, changing jobs, moving across country or to a different country, something that you want to do really bad and have been wanting to, but for some reason you keep talking yourself out of it. It's time to know that you know what will come next. So don't fear like being stuck or stagnant in this new energy, because you do have the inner knowledge inside.
Okay. Diagnostics. I screwed that up every time.
Sci-Fi Master!
He wanted a Halloween, didn't he?
I got it.
Okay.
Then know that you're able to get it, Smoochie. Just start looking. Just start looking and know that you're going to find it. I know that's hard, that inner knowing, because there are things that are wrenches. There are things that are showing up. Like, there are just things about life, right? That happen that pull our focus away from manifestation and get us stuck in the I can'ts. Thank you, Smoochie. All right, Sci-Fi Master. And good night, sweetheart. See you next week. Black Cat. Fortune meets opportunity. Where all things come together under pressure, flowful synergy, a new thing is created, a crucible of infinity. A typical depiction of a witch sees her standing over a boiling cauldron, slowly stirring the bubbling and mysterious contents. As she stirs the enormous metal pot over the raw flames, she cackles and incants commands to all the elements, transforming the contents into something magical. Cauldrons were commonly used in ancient and medieval times for everything from the nightly meal to the making of medicine. This family crucible... Why am I reading cauldron? I don't know. Sleek and black and lantern-eyed, crosses your path with a hiss. Good luck and fortune sweep by with a kiss. In traditional folklore, cats were said to have one foot in this world and one in the next. They were the conduit between the underworld and this world, and fortune and opportunity. In the times of the Inquisition, the Middle Ages, cats were hunted because they were said to be allies of evil entities such as devils and witches. Black cats, black being associated with the darker aspects of the supernatural, were especially singled out. Historians believe this unprecedented killing of the cats in the name of eradicating evil led to an unchecked increase in the rat population, which was responsible for the alarmingly rapid spread of the bubonic plague and the death of millions of people. These days, in Germany, for example, a black cat passing one's path indicates impending misfortune. Yet, in ancient Britain, they were considered good luck and were even given to brides on their wedding day. In Japan, to this day, they are considered very good luck and bringers of fortune. Should the slinky black cat cross your path through this oracle, know that good luck and fortune will be meeting you promptly. Also know that your luck will be even, quote-unquote, luckier if you are prepared to take advantage of every special opportunity that comes your way. So, Sci-Fi Master, listen. There is an opportunity coming in for you, most likely this week through text message, email, maybe a phone call or in person, but I'm getting some kind of writing, okay? Coming in that you may not even notice. Like, you may not be looking at this as an opportunity, but the universe is telling you that it is one, all right? So pay close attention to your emails. Pay close attention to your text messages from numbers unknown, from senders unknown, okay? People you don't know handing you their business card. Pay close attention to stuff like that, because I feel like this opportunity is really important to what's happening next in your life. It could have something to do with your book, like a publisher or somebody being interested in some kind of art. Something huge is coming in this week or in the next couple of weeks, and you may not see it unless you're really, really looking for it. But if you see it and seize this opportunity, it could possibly be life-changing for you in the best possible way. Don't ignore the black cat, okay?
Okay, it's actually menial scientist or D hip house. Because
okay,
I
let's
think
go
it's
with menial.
person.
I'm going to do the light worker oracle, because there was a reason I pulled this out today. I didn't want to because it was all the way at the bottom, and I'm like, I hardly ever use it anyway. You're very welcome. I'm just going to call you menial. If you literally see like a black cat standing in front of a store, go into the store. Like it's that serious and kind of that literal. Let the black cat be your guide this week. And don't let other people, I'm getting all these extra messages, don't let other people talk you out of it either. Just go with it. Don't even think about it. Whatever this opportunity is that's presenting itself. Yeah, please like and share if you haven't already, guys. Also,
yes,
come back and leave a comment later on. It really does help. This is my most viewed video every week.
I do get a lot of views on this.
I haven't put out content in a couple of weeks, or actually I put out only a little bit, but that's because I've had all the birthdays. So once I get through all that, I should be filming some stuff this weekend, but I have to catch up with MP&M. And again, I really need to focus on the Shadow Person book because I want to get that out. So bear with me through the rest of the summer, but that once September hits, I'll be back to my regular content again. Initiation by fire. Menial. Initiation by fire is a life-changing spiritual cleansing. Your life will never be the same again. Allow the power of divine fire to clear and purify you inside and out. This is not a time to hold on to anything, no matter how much you once believed you needed it. In letting go, you will gain so much more than you ever imagined, opening to fresh blessings and new life. You are, like the phoenix, ready to emerge from the holy flames, reborn. You have the spirit of the phoenix in you. You're able to rise again and again, even if at times all seems lost. You are guided to remember this, as you are now being spiritually cleansed through initiation by fire. During such times, you will feel that you're being asked to let go of relationships, situations, sometimes even jobs, attitudes, and belief systems that you once have relied upon until this point. You might have unintentionally placed more faith in that person, place, belief system, or identity than you placed in the divine. You might have held on to them rather than allowing the divine to guide you. This can happen easily on the earth plane. Sometimes these attachments become confining rather than supportive. In such cases, you will need to free yourself to continue your life journey. During the initiation by fire, all such attachments are burned away. A new life is a blessing, but that doesn't mean it's easily won. Sometimes the process can be challenging to the mind, even whilst the heart trusts in what is taking place. Is Steve finally going to let me read for him? Whatever has been your stronghold in life, such as family, marriage, job security, a talent, or something that you have used to define your sense of self, you will be where the fire burns brightest. This experience of initiation by fire is the divine making its presence felt in your life. It will be one of the most freeing and empowering experiences you'll have whilst in the physical body. It may ask you to confront fears and insecurities as you learn to trust the divine unconditionally. Know that the universe will always provide for you and always in the way that is best for you, even if you don't understand why it needs to happen the way it does at the time. Keep your eye on the inner transformations that are occurring rather than fearing the outer changes. The universe loves you and holds you in high regard. Remember this and trust. Initiation is an advanced spiritual lesson. Vixen, good night, baby girl. Okay, so this is a really powerful message. I feel like there's a change coming into your life that you are trying to fight or going to try to fight with like all your might. But the fact of the matter is it's going to happen. So you may as well like just say you're married. And if you are married, I'm not saying you're going to get divorced. I'm just using this as an example. I don't want you to panic. Your wife or your significant other, I should say, suddenly comes to you and says, I want a divorce. Like, I'm seeing someone else, I want a divorce. This may utterly, you may feel broken and torn apart and confused, and you may want to beg her to stay, right? The universe is like, don't beg her to stay because she's not going to. Like, this has to happen. This is a part of your soul journey, your purpose. So it's something huge and majorly life-altering is coming in. Not this week, maybe this week, but towards the end of the month. I'm even seeing maybe into August, okay? But this is an advanced warning that the more you try to fight whatever this change is, the worse off you're going to be. Just go with the flow, as hard as that is. You know, you can cry, you can scream, you can rage, but don't try to stop or fight whatever this is that's coming in, all right? Could be the loss of a job, and therefore you have no income coming in and can't. Whatever it is, you have to trust that is what's best for you in the long run and not what's best for you right now. That is such a hard thing to do, and I do not envy you on that one. Who's next? The fire person.
Sunny. If Sunny's still here, Sunny.
He's still here.
And Casper next too. Sunny, you still here, Mr. Chop Shop? He's a hero.
All right, Sunny, I'm going to use the Archangel Animal for you. All right, Cassie, you're next. I feel so special tonight. I have all the other channels coming in and saying hi. Thank you, guys.
Steve will be your last one.
I appreciate the support. Just know that because of the little guy, it's hard for me to get into everyone else's streams. It's not that I don't want to be. And Sunny, I want to come on and promote mine and Steve's book. All right. Dear, trust in the support of the universe. All right, Sunny, let's see. Dear dog. All right. The Dear card is reminding you to trust the universe to look after and support you, to trust your own deepest intuition and then follow its guidance. Dear bring you a message of balance and equilibrium, for you are guided to employ your psychic knowing while maintaining your dignity and divine magnificence. If you are reading this in the spring, which you are not, it is a renewal of hope, confidence in a new direction. If it's autumn, which it's not, you are asked to look out for and help those weaker than yourself. Archangel Michael will assist you in this task. He invites you to remember that we are all one, and in helping one another, you promote your spiritual growth and ultimately that of the planet. All right, so this is telling you that your intuition is going to be on point this week, especially, okay? Go for the month too. I would say for the rest of the month. And just in general, I feel like you have a lot more intuition than you realize, Sunny. And the reason you don't realize that is because you don't feel like you're psychic or special in that way. When really you don't have to be fully psychic to follow your intuition and to understand what intuition is. What's up, Bob Birkins? Pay close attention to that. Pay close attention to how you feel when someone says something to you. If you immediately think lie, that's your intuition telling you that the person's lying. It doesn't matter if they're your best friend. What matters is you know deep down inside that they're lying, and it's time to kind of stop playing that game. It's time to trust that you know what you're feeling. What you're feeling is true. The universe doesn't give you those feelings, okay? Your energy doesn't shift like that around certain people for no reason, all right? Also, there may be someone, it could have to do with work, it could have to do with the channel, someone on, maybe someone who really looks up to you, but that you might consider maybe in private like a bother, like, oh God, this person. The universe is asking you to help. If a person like that comes along or has come along, to try your best, at least for the rest of this month, to help them with whatever they may be asking for or whatever they maybe need. That doesn't mean to like intrude, but like if they come out and ask you for something, do what you can to give it to them, provided they're not the liar. Be the bigger person in all areas this week. Think before you speak. I said before, the power of life and death is in the tongue, and it truly is. The universe will be testing your reaction to something that, I'm getting anger, so like something that really pisses you off, how you react to it. But I think the main thing here is to really trust your intuition, and don't be afraid to lovingly call someone out on lying to you or, breaking a promise or, not being authentic. All right, Cassie, let's do Moonology manifestations. The coolest one yet. Yes. I know, I love this deck. I didn't see it sitting there. It was piled underneath like 4 other decks. That's why I didn't use it yet today, because I have no space. I'm looking for a mind at work. Full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. Cassie, This card has two sides to it, literally and metaphorically. If you've been worrying about something, the good news is that you shouldn't waste another moment worrying, as this won't help. Some things only happen once, and that can be really good news. If you're wondering about how something you're keen on is going to turn out, this card could be a sign that you've hit a roadblock. If you want to change that, you're going to need to put in extra effort with your manifesting work. Find a balance between facing your reality and be kind to yourself and others. If you're not happy with the message of this card, use the old trick of finding the best thought you can about your situation and go from there. Your manifestation affirmation for this week: everything is always working out in my favor. Okay, so something you're trying to manifest, something that you're trying to do, or something that you were really looking forward to is not going to happen or not working out right for now, because the universe wants to see how you deal with this. Are you going to continue trying to manifest it? Are you going to stay the course? Or are you just going to give up and be like, oh, well, wasn't meant to be? Because the universe, from what I'm getting, wants you to stay the course. Just refine your manifesting skills, fine tune them a little bit, and keep going, because you're meant to have whatever or whoever or whatever this is. It's just that it's going to take a lot longer than expected. So don't give up. This is a test from the universe, and it's a hard lesson you're going to have to keep learning until you don't give up when you realize you've hit that roadblock. Steve Stockton.
I think he snuck out. I don't know if he's still here or not.
I'm going to read for him anyway.
There you
come
go.
Back. Energy and spirits, and then we're ending, guys.
Well, I was going to do Bob, but he's kind of...
Bob doesn't usually get readings. I was going to use the
empath. He did once.
Did he? I don't remember that.
There he is.
I knew it. I was going to use the empath oracle, but it wouldn't let me. Spirit won't let me. It says energy and spirit. Oh, good. Oracles and Beyond. Cassie says it made complete sense. Oh, my God. All right. I'm not taking that one. Let me give it a good shuffle. This is serious business here. All right. Card number 4, freedom, moving on and letting go in the upright position. All right, Steve, this card could reveal a time of new freedom, perhaps involving a recent breakup or some sort of energetic disconnection. This may be the dismantling of a romance, friendship, or family relationship, or a job or a career. Whatever the experience, the present energy is saying the moment has come to let go. Any type of separation can be difficult. Even if the break is initiated by you, the grief and lifestyle adjustments can feel overwhelming. But this card is telling you to take heart, for this is the right time for you to free yourself from whatever has been holding you back. In fact, this card could be signaling emotions of liberation and great relief. You could be on the cusp of something very beneficial, such as the resolution of an ongoing problem or the healing of a long-term illness. Either way, call on Spirit's guidance for a great shift in consciousness is about to take place for you. Trust that you have the ability to move on and create an exciting new reality. Affirmation: I choose to follow my honoring options. As I let go of the old, I attract many new happy experiences. I don't think this is so much of like a breakup, like an ending of something. I feel like it's just you kind of shifting your focus to something else that you feel more like that's energetically more suited to you at this time. And the universe is saying congratulations, because you made a very freeing choice and you can only go up from here, which you already know. Like, you're doing well, you're feeling great, and the universe is saying, you know, you made the right decision. Great job. Consider continue making these kind of well thought out moves, you know, these, I'm trying to think. Whatever this situation is, continue treating it like this great big game of chess. And in the end, you are going to win. I do feel a little bit like you're going to piss some people off. But at the end of the day, doing what's right for you and what's more energetically suited is definitely what the universe is encouraging you to do. And I feel like as a sensitive, as, you know, someone who has abilities, you already knew that. There is great freedom in what you're doing right now, but also there's so much more to come if you stay the course and stay positive and don't let other people, the public, really pull you out of this happiness and this this place that you're in. That's so amazingly well suited to you. Guys, I am beyond beat. I love you all. I've got to go. Thank you so much for the donations. PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Super Thanks. I still don't know what that is. Hit me up for personals at moonbearoracle@gmail.com. And my website should be up within the next 2 weeks, where all of my services and things that I offer will be listed for you guys with price, including my dropshipping business and all that. Thank you so much for coming in. Sunny, Cassie, Steve, everyone else, thank you so much. So good to see you all. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the validation. And if you're reading, I love you guys too. Thank you. Hey, I've been drinking powdered beets. Anyway, so yeah, anything you guys need, hit me up. And if you're reading the new book that Steve and I did, Encounters with Evil, 101 Terrifying and True Stories, let me know your top 5. I'm just really interested, because eventually down the line, I'm going to write a part 2 of personal experiences. And I'm interested to see which ones you guys like the best. You guys are so, so welcome. I love you so much. Have a great night. Love and light. And I'm out of here. Bye, Ghost Dragons. I'll talk to you in a little bit.